Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. Before we start in tonight, we're going to give our usual thank yous, the first of which goes out to Critical Role, as we are using their wonderful world of Exandria, specifically the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. And then also a big thank you to Critical Role, Dungeon Glitch, and Reliquary Records. We use DMCA-free music from all three of them on the stream here. So if you hear something you like, go ahead and look up any of them on Spotify or any of the other streaming platforms. I believe they're available on most of them. So with that, last time, with the Second Chances, after a heated berating from Roslyn, who was pushed to the edge over some of the issues that she was contending with by Leo, she retired to her room and was contacted not by Light, but by her mother, Evelyn. That same night, Kieran had left a letter for the group that she needed to figure some things out about herself and wanted to do it without hurting the people that she cared about, and left in the night. This event triggered something within Leaf that reminded him of one of the first friends that he ever made, a half-elf named Gareth in Port Damali, and how he had left without any explanation as well. This then triggered a cascade of other memories of Leaf, including seeing his creator, Dr. Fernelius, and her sending him away when it seemed as though their home was under attack, which has led Leaf to believe that Dr. Fernelius is no longer alive. The party rallied around Leaf, and throughout that day, Roz went and got checked as much as she could for her blood condition, but still didn't learn a whole lot, but did learn that a hemocrafter of significant skill would be able to cure her, so to speak, if it does turn out that the blood rot is active within her DNA. They also went to the Victory Pit, where Roz retook her vow, a vow of protection against those she cares about and about those who cannot protect themselves. And the group decided that they would participate in the monster melee in the arena coming up in a few days. They also met a chubby little halfling whose code name is Chile, who was sent by the gentleman to escort them to the Eglin Quarry whenever it was that they were ready to do so. And finally, they stumbled across a establishment called Sword Quest Zone that promised team building exercise, and everyone got to participate in a safer, free-for-all melee combat in which Luster emerged the victor. So, we are going to go ahead and jump right back in there as Luster jumps towards Leo, who is trying to lure him out with pocket chicken. He chomps down on Leo's leg, removing the last of his arcane balloons and sending him back to the waiting area, so that Luster was the only one who saw the fireworks and confetti begin to pop in the sky as giant cloud letters wrote out, "You are the champion." So, back in the lobby of the Sword Quest Zone, Leo appears before you.
Ah, Leo.
First of all, I let the mutt win.
Wait, where's Luster?
Winning?
He won? Wait, Luster got you?
I let him get me.
Go ahead and roll deception, and everyone roll insight with advantage.
15 plus...
Oh, I got a natural 20.
5, so dirty 20.
Okay.
Got it on my moon dice.
Roslyn, you think to yourself, that was kind of Leo. You're not sure if you believe him, but if it's true, that was nice of him. Leaf, Hermia, and Maeve, what did you get?
I got a natural 20.
I know you did. I heard.
Sorry, hold on.
Okay.
My thing is acting up weird. Try that again.
I had to reload my D&D Beyond.
All good.
Damn it. I guess 11. I don't.
Mhm.
It's not doing the advantage roll, so that's why it's kind of confusing. But whatever.
Did you roll twice then, at least?
Okay, then I will. I did not.
So neither of your results.
There we
come
go.
through.
That's a 22.
All right.
a
So
little better.
no one else believes Leo.
So Roz is just kind of there, like that was nice, and everyone else like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
I,
like winking to Rosalind at that point, like, you get me.
I just fold my arms.
And then
uh,
Luster appears suddenly, and the dwarf who was there before, Whitaker, I believe, comes out and goes, "Ah, what a show you put on there, little fella! Everyone who wins in Sword Quest Zone walks away with a little something." And he goes and opens up a drawer, takes something out, goes down to Luster, and you watch as he ties a light sky blue bow around Luster's neck and sort of ties it there and goes, "There you go, little guy." Maeve, Luster gets a +1 to all saving throws.
Yay! Now, how do I put that in here?
It might just be something you have to keep in mind yourself.
Keep in mind,
I think
okay.
normally he takes off of your stats, so just know and remember. If you want to like note it somewhere in notes or custom inventory or
I'll
something,
do my best to remember.
that, he gets a +1 to all his saving throw rolls.
Hello, bud.
Aw.
Hey, buddy.
And he starts to kind of like prance around. He has his head all up high and smiling and just kind of strutting a bit.
do we all hear this ominous music?
You do not. You do not. I
Something
switched.
bad is going to happen.
I
say
switched
Luster's
to the
heel turn has arrived.
Luster is actually the plague of eyes this whole
All
time.
along.
Oh, the betrayal.
I forgot to turn on the
Top 10
repeat.
D&D betrayals.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, Maeve will kneel down. Be like, Lester, look at you go.
Mhm. He
All
I
right.
coos,
could be a champion.
he coos and purrs at you and rubs his face against yours.
Oh, yeah, you did really well, Lester. I will say, I think it was a great idea to let you compete by yourself.
Whoever
Look
thought of
at
that
you.
is a really cool dude. So with that, I mean, you do still have quite a bit of the day left. You know that you have 2 days before the victory pit, since we're going to wait till after that to head out to look for the storeroom in the quarry. So for the most part, we are just going to do sort of a time skip and jump ahead. However, I know
I
there.
had something I wanted to do.
However, as I know there are a few things you all want to do, we will do each of those first. So, the first of which I know
Hermia
that
excluded, of course.
I know that
Why?
2 of you wanted to go and visit Pumat Sol at the Invulnerable Vagrant.
I do, because my cloak is fucking broken.
So, during this time, at some point during these two days, you find out that Rosalind is also looking to go talk to Pumat as well. So, the 2
I
of
will
you
go as
together,
well.
along with Maeve and anyone else who wants to go, heads to
Fuck it, I'll
the...
go.
All right, so everybody, I guess, Lee, if you want to go with them too.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody heads to the Invulnerable Vagrant. And so
Not
as you
everybody.
enter,
Oh. Too soon.
fine, everybody who went last time. As you push open the
Ah.
door, you hear a majestic jingle, even though there's no bell up there. And looking up from the counter, oh, hey there, friends. Welcome back to the Invulnerable Vagrant.
Oh, right.
Well, your sending stone isn't quite complete yet, but was there something else you were looking for that we could help you with today?
Yeah.
Can
That's
you
fine.
take
Oh,
a look
hold
at
on.
my cloak?
Sorry, hold on. I have my stupid virtual audio cables are fucking up big time.
What are they doing?
Okay, sorry. Oh, what's that? What's wrong with your cloak there? It looks
It's just not working right. It's supposed to like make it so like I'm harder to hit, but it has not done that at all. In fact, I think it makes me easier to hit.
Well, if I'm my eyes aren't mistaken me, that looks like a cloak of displacement, yeah?
Yes?
Well, bring it on up here. Let me take a look. It's not often that enchantments such as that are faulty per se, but it doesn't hurt to take a gander.
Okay.
So you take the cloak off and put it up there on the thing. And he kind of folds it over, sets it in front of him, and he takes out a monocle out of his pocket and puts it into his eye. You watch as he kind of taps it a few times. Leo, you get an inspiration. kind of taps it a few times, and you see the lens flash and sparkle for a moment. He kind of looks over it. He goes, well, taking a look at it here, Hermia, it looks like everything should be in order with it. What exactly is the problem that you're having? You know that you speak the command word to activate it, and every 6 to 12 seconds it can be reactivated.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Once once something hits you, it sort of disenchant's not the right word, but the enchantment powers down for a second, and when you have a chance to say it again, it'll power right back up.
The lady I got it said it only works like, you get hit once, then you have to wait till the dawn of the next day to use it again.
Well, respectfully, she may not have been known exactly what it was she was talking about.
That
This
goddamn bitch.
this can definitely be used, every 6 to 12 seconds about.
The look on Rosalind's face says that she very much wants to hear Pumat Soul say that to the Archmage of Antiquity.
He doesn't
pay to
know
see
who
that.
gave it to her.
I know he doesn't know that, but she very much wants to see that.
Thank you, Mr. Pumat.
Oh, yeah, no, it was my pleasure, Hermia. Happy to help out however I can.
Aw.
Was there anything else
yeah.
we could help you with, or was it just the cloak
no.
situation there?
No, I was only actually I need to get a I actually need to find out if you have a spell that can kind of do something a little unusual.
Well, I'll have you know, Rosalind, that quite a few spells do things unusual.
Okay, I need to send someone very far away my blood.
Oh.
Yep, that's an unusual one. Mhm.
Or perhaps an item.
I mean, yeah, not all of it, to be clear, just a sample of it.
We're putting a sample of blood into something, and that needs to be sent.
Right.
What about like a carrier pigeon?
I don't like this idea at all.
How
Care for the rabbit.
far exactly are you looking to send it?
Well,
Zorhas?
Jorhas.
That's who you said he was, right?
That's
that right?
that's unfortunately,
that's what I said.
Hermia, a little bit further than I think a carrier pigeon can probably get it.
He said he was going to the barbed fields, was it?
that's right.
Yeah.
That was correct.
Ooh,
And
not
he
a
might be there by now.
not a good place to go. Not a good place to go.
So I'm told.
Respectfully.
He's
I've
looking.
been told it sounds like home.
He's he's looking to study the history there, so to speak.
I see. Gotcha. Well, plenty of history out there. That's for sure. Lots of gods and pre-calamity, pre-divergent stuff, but not a very hospitable place from what I've heard. So you've met the folk that you need to send your blood vial to then?
Yeah, we've met a couple times actually.
All right. Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news then.
That seems to be the story of my
Okay.
life.
I guess what's the bad news?
All right. The bad news is you're going to have to cast the spell because it requires having met the person that you want to send it to.
Oh.
The good news, though, is the spell in question, the Speedy Courier, we do have a few of those in stock on spell scrolls. Now, normally, they run about 2,500 gold each. You have to understand,
My brain just breaks.
there's quite a bit of time and effort and materials that go into creating something like this. However, you are friends of the Pumats. You work with the Cerberus Assembly, so this affords you some perks here at the Invulnerable Vagrant. So
That's good.
I think that we can probably part with it for 1,500 gold.
Well,
Rosalind glances over. I mean, if we win, I guess my share of the winnings would be enough.
I think that's what we're gonna have to wait and see for. She
Oh,
looks at the party
hold on
loot.
then. Have you did you take Pumat's advice and go check out the victory pit?
We did.
Yes.
We're competing. We're doing a gauntlet in the Monster Melee in a couple days.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. The Monster Melee, you say? You know what?
Yeah.
Now, not all Pumats are into the let's say the violence of the victory pit, but the majority of us are. So, you know what? We'll be there in the crowd cheering for you.
That's awesome.
That's great.
And you know what? Let me go and check with Pumat Prime here real quick. I might be able to discount it even further, but before I make the offer, I need to make sure it's kosher because I'd hate to get your hopes up and then have to dash them. So, one moment, please.
Yes.
And he vanishes
I
back
will-
into the curtain, into the back room.
I turn to Roz. She looks at the party loot. We have 379 gold pieces here.
Roz looks in her purse. I have 3
I do have
Three
over
what?
100.
3 gold pieces.
I do have over
Oh.
100 myself, but that's still
Yeah, I don't have anywhere
I'm not-
close to the amount you need.
No, we haven't brought any money in a minute.
No, we have not.
I have some diamonds.
They
Eat those
don't.
diamonds!
No, those are important. Hang
Yeah,
on to
Mangos,
those.
do not sell those diamonds.
Th-
Keep them on you.
This is
Don't eat them either.
getting this test is not as important as those diamonds are for us.
How
Most
many
likely.
healing potions do we have?
You guys, it's
Oh, I got
all
a whole bunch of chaos.
it's all been split between everybody. So like, I made 5, but everybody already took some. So it's whatever you have in your pack.
I could trade some chaos ointments. I got a bunch of those. Part of my amulet of health, although I admit,
That seems a little ironic.
yeah, that would be a little bit cutting off your nose to spite your face.
So, the spell, does that, in regards to casting it?
Oh, I mean, I've never cast a spell off a scroll. I actually don't know how to do it.
I don't-
Anybody can do it if you got the scroll.
Oh, yeah. Until I came to this place, I had never cast magic before. That was not something that I was blessed with.
I don't usually cast through scrolls, so. It's
I mean,
not-
some people are blessed with the natural ability. Other people are super, super smart and like can like do it just by like learning a whole bunch of shit.
What if you're neither?
Then you're still out of luck. I mean, you're either born lucky or you're smart.
Oh.
Or you
Fair
sell
enough.
your soul, apparently.
well, huh.
Yeah, I know. I've seen how that goes.
The curtains
there's a
open back
Kind of a
up,
family policy against that.
and Pumat comes out. Well, I got some good news, friends. So here's the offer that Pumat's willing to make with you. We're willing to give you even further discount if you're willing to advertise for the invulnerable vagrant while you're in the victory pit, you know. And, you then let us use, after the fact, your name for the advertising of the victory pit. We'll give you a few things to use in there, and then you can let people know that, it was the invulnerable vagrant that gave you some of your magic items to use while you were in there.
Oh.
Roz considers that for a moment.
Can't see
Okay.
a downside to
Yeah,
this
I
offer.
don't see a problem with that.
All
It's a
right.
very
well,
generous offer.
with that, then, we can knock the price of that spell scroll down to 500 gold, and for use in the victory pit, you will have to return it, though, respectfully. You may pick out one item here in the shop to use.
Very well. Okay. So we just need. Let's see.
Do
I
we
can.
see a holy avenger in the shop?
Does anybody have 100 gold they can donate to me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Then I will take 100 out of mine, 300 out of the thing. We need money. We have 79 gold.
And I asked my sword what he thinks we should use.
So, as you all begin to take a look around, there's a few different things in here which you can ask a bit more questions on, but everything is in glass cases set upon like the what looks like red silken sort of like pillows and stuff like that, and they all have little embroidered or like etched metal plaques in front of them that tell you what it is. There is a periapt of wound closure, a dark pendant with darkened ivory spirals and a roughly sculpted heart. There's a cloak of protection. You see a darkened, sort of orangish, amber-colored orb or marble that's about 1 inch in diameter. This is a pearl of power. There's a +1 shield, an enchanted dagger that functions much like a boomerang, where it returns to the thrower if it misses. There are bracers of defense, which increase your ability to sort of deflect incoming blows, but will not work if you're wearing any sort of physical armor or you carry a shield. A cloak of elven kind. Roz, you notice a much better, crisper, perfect, pristine-looking cloak of billowing. Yep.
And for a moment, she is tempted.
There is an Ioun Stone of Fortitude. And then there's also several potions and whatnot as well. But, those would just be one-time uses. It's up to you if you want to potentially attempt to talk him into giving you some different potions to potentially have instead, since they would be much cheaper than a lot of the other items are. There's also a ring that called a Ring of Tops that when you ask him about it, he explains that you can actually create little spinning toy tops with it.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. Well, which one did?
I like.
Wait,
the
do we pick one item for the
you
whole
are
party?
you are each allowed to pick an item to use in the victory pit.
Oh, we each get an item.
Yep.
Oh, can I ask my sword what he wants to use or thinks I should use?
Well, it depends. Do you plan on being up there in the fray with Rosalind
Yes,
or
I
hiding
wanna
out in the
hit
back
shit.
again?
I want to hit shit.
Then I would look at perhaps either the Ioun Stone of Fortitude, which will increase your constitution, or the Cloak of Protection.
Well, I already have I can't wear 2 cloaks. Wouldn't I be hot?
That is true. Then I would go with the Ioun Stone of Fortitude.
Okay, I know what I want.
Damn it! I was gonna get
Tomorrow.
that. I can't get the cloak. I already have a cloak too. What were some more things you mentioned? I can't use the dagger.
Rosalind looks at the shield +1 and kind of glances at Puma. What is this shield dirtier because of the make of it, or do you do magic on it?
Oh, it's a little bit of both. The blacksmith that created that for us is renowned here in Wildmount, but it has also been shored up with arcane protections and wards that'll increase your armor class by an additional 1 on top of what you would normally get from wielding the shield.
Roz kind of glances down at her shield. Is that something you could do to someone else's shield?
Oh, sure. Would cost some money and obviously take some
course.
time as well,
We don't
but
have money.
No, but she just
that is something that we can do here. Absolutely. I also saw you looking at the periapt of wound closure over there. Now that's a special one, very very handy for adventurers here, especially on the outside world. If you are rendered unconscious and you are dying and bleeding out while wearing it, it will stabilize you and stop you from bleeding out and just dying on the ground there like a stuck pig. It also allows you when you're resting to recover more quickly. So maybe not as useful in a controlled environment like the victory pit. There will be more as normally clerics of Bahamut on hand, but accidents have been known to happen.
Leaf is going to kind of step in front of Roz a little bit and say, "I would like that one, please."
The
shield +1 or the periapt?
The Peria.
Oh, yep, sure, no problem. And he goes over and grabs that, and he takes the Ioun Stone out as well, and takes them up to the counter. And what about Rosalind? Would you like the shield then?
She shakes her head. No, I like my shield, but kind of motions at the cloak of protection.
A fine
I think
choice.
that one.
fine choice. Goes and takes that. Maeve and Leo, any idea what you'd like?
I can't use the dagger. What were the other ones you mentioned?
There's a Pearl of Power, which, if you ask him what it does, this allows you to put a 3rd level or lower spell into the Pearl, and it'll stay there and allow you to cast it whenever you want. So you could, theoretically, let's say you're about to take a long rest and you have a spell slot left, you cast it into the Pearl of Power, and then now your next day when you get all your spell slots back, you have that extra spell in the Pearl. There's the Bracers of Defense, but I believe you wear armor.
I do.
How much do bracers? Bracers give a +2, so they probably wouldn't be better than whatever armor it is that you're wearing.
No, because I wear studded leather.
Cloak of Elven Kind, which gives you advantage on stealth checks. The Cloak of Billowing, and a ring that makes spinning tops.
Is there a spell already in the thing of power?
No, you can put a spell
There
in it.
isn't, but I suppose. I guess, if you wanted us to put one in there for you, I guess we could look into doing that.
I don't have any magic. That would be the only reason why I'd pick that up.
Well,
so-
what about the fancy enchanted dagger of returning we have here? And he takes it out of its thing and throws it at the wall, and it kind of hits hilt first and just falls to the ground, and then reappears in his hand. I'm not very good with this thing.
Well, I was obviously going to take that. I was just trying to get a spell out of the thing of power. Like, if it can cast Fireball,
I
that
mean,
would help really well in the
if you put a
fighting
fireball spell into it, it could.
I don't know that spell.
Well, you should have learned it on the road.
What? Excuse me, I have my sword. I just fucking hit shit. And when I can't hit shit, I'll just blast shit.
But I'll take the knife.
Rosalind
Alright.
nods proudly at Hermia.
He puts it up there. Well, I mean, Maeve, I know that we don't, I guess, have a lot that someone of your expertise could utilize here, but, if you're just looking to help us advertise, I mean, the Cloak of Billowing is a stylish way to go, respectfully.
Ross gives a huge grin.
Just in case, do they have any arrows?
Oh, some enchanted arrows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we might have a few in the back. Let me go and take a look here real quick.
Thank you.
Comes back out pretty quick, and he goes, now, we don't have a lot of them. Enchanted arrows aren't normally something that people look into buying, as despite even with their enchantment, arrows are prone to, breaking or even being lost during battle, so sometimes it's hard to recover them. But we do have 3 +1 arrows.
Is that like +1 to damage?
So it'll add +1 to damage and attack. Yep.
Well, if they're willing to let me use them, I will.
Did you say
happily
you already
that
have a
this-
cloak, Maeve?
I misunderstood. I have a ring. I don't have a cloak.
okay,
So I
okay.
was thinking of Elven Kind, but I don't stealth a lot. So that was the only reason I was like, kind of.
Well, yep. Just
but-
if you can, try to recover them after the battle if
Mhm.
they manage to survive it, and I'll go ahead and throw the Cloak of Billowing in there for you anyway, just because it's a lot easier to see it and it's a bit more impressive, respectfully, than the arrows are.
Very well.
Oh, one more thing, Pumuscle.
Hmm.
How much would be a couple normal healing potions?
We sell basic healing potions by the vial for 50 gold apiece.
I'll take 3 of those, and I hand him 150 gold.
You got it. And he hands over 3 basic healing potions to you. So
I have a question.
yes.
Last time I was here, I wasn't here. Like, me.
Right.
Did you notice my sword the first time I was here?
I don't believe so.
Did he notice me talking to it?
If he did, he didn't say anything.
Aw.
All of these things that you guys are getting should be in D&D Beyond. So go ahead. I'm putting how to spell each of them in here. It would just be a shield +1 for you, Roz.
Cloak of protection for me.
Clo-
She took the cloak of protection. She just
Right.
used
Okay.
her own
Cloak
shield.
of protection then. Yep.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. Maeve, you don't have to worry about adding anything yourself. So it was the rune closure, the cloak of protection, the Ioun stone, and
The return dagger.
I think you would want. I think you want to look up a weapon of returning is what it should be called, and then it should let you choose a dagger. But go ahead and add those to your inventory and let me know if you have any issues. And with that, he also retrieves for you a small scroll case, Roz. Here you go. It's pretty easy to use. You just open it up, go ahead and read out the incantation on it, and the rest will be as it may.
Would you be willing to part with a empty vial and a stopper?
I think we can do that for you as well. And he reaches underneath and pulls it up and hands it to you. Now, the spell, when you send it, does magically sort of give the recipient knowledge of what's going to appear. When you use it, a chest will appear before you. You put whatever you want to send within it, close it, and whoof, away it goes. But it doesn't hurt to maybe put a note in there as well, just to explaining
thinking-
a little bit.
Roz
I
grins
was-
over at Maeve. You want to warn your boyfriend?
What?
Huh?
I will.
Sorry, I meant. I'm sorry. I meant you want to warn Kalen. boyfriend.
Young
Not-
love.
My boy. That's not what.
No, sorry.
my boyfriend,
Didn't mean to assume or make assumptions.
You didn't
Roz
assume
winks.
anything. I look over to Roz with a death glare. Not my boyfriend, but I will put a note in it.
I'm sure he'd like that.
Well, I'm sure he would like that, so he has an explanation as to why a vial of blood is appearing before him.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna like it.
Yep. I'm good.
Well, was there anything else that I could help the second chances with today?
Thank you. You've been incredibly helpful. And is there anything you want us to say about?
Well,
Like, is there something specific you want us to say, or just how much
if
how helpful you
you
were?
if you wouldn't mind during your intro, have them mention that you're backed by the invulnerable Vagrant, that would be swell.
Second Chances, sponsored by the Invulnerable Vagrant. Can do.
All right. Well, it was
Thank you so much.
pleasure having you in our shop again, and your sending stone should be ready when you come to return those items to us.
Great.
We'll me and the other Pumats we'll definitely see if we can't make sure to be there to cheer you on.
Being
Excellent.
lovely.
Thank you. She bows.
When are you sending this item?
Oh, well, I wasn't gonna cut my hand open in the middle of their store. I figured I'd wait till we get outside and do that.
Oh, right now, you mean?
You guys can also wait till you get back to the.
Yeah, maybe we could do it tonight in the
To
at the
do
inn.
it, yeah.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that
seems
would be-
maybe a little bit safer of a bet.
I
We could turn
agree.
this into a show.
Mhm.
Magically disappear blood somewhere. We could put
So-
some-
You all
No.
leave the invulnerable Vagrant. Sometime during these next few days, Leaf. Hold on, let me find my notes. As you are out walking about one day with some of your free time, whatever it is that compels you to do so, you head back towards that corner, that crossroads in Zadash where you had created a gift for Kieran. And as you do, you notice that there's a woman that seems to be arguing with some Crownsguard, and there's a few other people just sort of standing around waiting that have giant clippers and sort of like gardening type supplies, and you hear the woman, "You can't just cut it all away. This was a gift from the gods." "Aye, lady, and that's the concern. It's you know what god probably did this. It's unapproved. It can't just stay here in the middle like this. It's causing issues." "What issues is it causing? Look, it's grown up and around the streets. There's no one's being tripped by anything. It's providing fruits and vegetables for anyone. You can't just get rid of this. Look, I don't know what it is you want us to say, but we have orders, all right? If this comes from the you-know-who mother, it can't just sit around here. So, as you hear them arguing back and forth, Leaf, you have a choice here. As the lady actually looks and notices you, she goes, there, the automaton. He was the one who did this. It wasn't the gods or anything. It was him. He's probably a
gardener.
Sir? She calls out to you.
I will walk forward.
You were the one who created this garden for us, weren't you? I remember seeing you standing there all night, and you were there in the morning when it appeared. Could you tell the guards here that this wasn't created by Malor or any outdated gods? Now, Leaf, you could tell the truth here. Simple enough. That's what you were programmed to do. Or you could choose a different path to help protect something that you've created and see that now is benefiting people in a way that you hadn't intended or anticipated.
Juxta, have you ever played Mass Effect 2 out of curiosity?
But which one is the Renegade?
I feel like there is a Renegade interrupt that is about to appear right now.
Is my Renegade level high enough for this?
The guards look at you. Well, speak up, automaton. Did you create this?
Yes. Yes, I created this for the betterment of humanity and to celebrate humanity.
And the lady goes, see, if anything, it's a gift from Arethys, the lawbearer. She had I know what her ties were to. Leaf, make a persuasion check.
Oh, let's go ahead. Use one of my inspirations. Can't not. You said persuasion?
Yep.
Can I channel Kieran for this?
Yeah.
Or me.
Yeah,
I have persuasion too.
you can.
No, I want to channel my best friend who's gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna let you or not.
Oh, okay.
So, as you begin to focus on Kieran, you suddenly find yourself connected to her in the way that these abilities seem to connect you even further. And for a moment, you see yourself on the road outside of Zadash. There seem to be other people walking along with you, and you can see you're not you, you're Kieran. Gliss right now, specifically. Hood down, walking silently among other drifters. And Kieran, for a moment, sees herself standing where you are, in Zadash. And with both of your minds connected in this way, it's like she kind of whispered to you exactly what it is to say. And you may add... I gotta go and look what her bonus is, but go ahead and make your roll.
Okay, I'll roll with advantage. I rolled a 10 with advantage.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
The other was a 3.
And you get to add on to that 10 a +7.
See? A lot better than my -1.
Yep. And that is enough for it. And as that connection severs between the two of you, she doesn't say it, but you can still sense the sentiment. I miss you, buddy. And the guards kind of nod. All right, then. It saves us having to pay these gardeners anyway. And you watch as the people behind them with the tools kind of like drop their shoulders. And they're like, this is bullshit. All right, head on off then. We're done here, I suppose. This, I guess, Garden of the Lawbearer can stay. And they both kind of nod their heads and shuffle off. And after they leave, the woman turns to you and takes your hand and goes, thank you. It's a blessing that you came along at the time that you did. I don't know who it was that sent you here, if it was Erithis or if it was the Wild Mother, but even in just the few days that this has been here, it's benefited the people of the street, so thank you. And as she takes her hands back, you notice that she put a ring in your hand. And as she walks off and you look down at it, it's of interesting make. It's half made of like an alloy, like a steel or iron or something, and then the other half of it seems to be of like wood or like twigs or something like that. And it seems to sort of symbolize the connection that Erithis and Melora once shared. And if you want to look up a ring of animal friendship, you can add that to your inventory.
Oh, okay. One thing before I leave there, Leaf is just going to walk towards like the main center topiary, and is going to use Druidcraft to like kind of like carve like the symbol of Arathis, like big and bold, like in the center, but then like kind of like in the center of it, like it's gonna also like kind of like have a hidden Melora symbol in there as well.
All right, so first thing I need you to do is make a religion check to see if what you know about Erithis.
Shit. Can I channel?
I mean, I feel like if you know Melora fairly well, you would have to know.
But here's the thing: he only recently, when you guys went through
That's true.
Odeslo, learned about Melora to begin with.
That's true.
And also, the player has never even heard of Arathis until
And
Robbie just
also,
said it.
amnesia.
Well,
You know what? That's all reasonable.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, so I rolled a 20, but it's
Okay.
also on the keyboard. Is that cocked?
Is the
you see
20 face up?
I mean,
I would
kind
say so, yeah.
of.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, no.
I will let it ride.
Okay.
20s in all their form and glory.
Awesome. Well, that's a
Yeah.
natural 20 for 20.
So you stand there for a moment, wanting to make sure that this topia, this garden stays. But you realize, I don't think I know who Erithis is. And you look over towards the woman who's walking into her home, and above the door, you see a symbol of a two-headed axe that has scales inlaid on each of the heads of it. And you think, yeah, that'll work. And
That's probably it.
and you are able to not carve it into the topiary, but you are able to use your druid craft to make the roots and the vines of some of the plant life here almost embroider with their roots this symbol within it. And then you have flowers form around that in a wreath. And behind the axe, which looks like it's part of it, you put a shepherd's crook in there, as the wreath and the shepherd's crook is the symbol of Melora. But to anyone none the wiser, it would simply look like the symbol of Erithis the Lawbringer, surrounded by a wreath of flowers.
I'm so smart.
I love it.
And You said that was a ring of animal influence?
Ring of animal friendship.
There's a ring, or there's a potion of animal friendship and a ring of animal influence.
Hold on, I can give you. The
It
link
might be
to it.
the ring of animal influence. 'cause I
Oh,
have
sorry,
that
it
in
is.
the
You're right.
thing.
Animal influence.
Okay.
Yep, it is. It is.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
what I figured, but I wanted to double check.
Yeah, sorry, it had
Okay.
animal friendship on it. That's what I put
Yeah.
in my note. So, yep.
Because you can also like intimidate the animals too with it.
Yep, you can cast fear on animals, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At one point during the 2 days.
Real quick,
yes.
Hermia, what's your intelligence?
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
I just want to know if it's 3 or lower.
3 or lower? Intelligence? Like just my overall intelligence?
Yeah.
I got a +2.
Oh, so it's like 14. Okay, just wondering. All right, never mind.
It's not 3, 2, or 1. No.
It's a 15.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, it's only
Hermia's-
beast anyway.
Hermia is also not a beast.
Yeah.
He wants to cast fear
animal
on you.
friendship.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
All right, so during the 2-day period, one night, Leo, after everyone else has gone to bed or gone off to do whatever it is that they're going to do before you head up to your room in the Coral Jug, you are actually visited by Lesna, who sits down. Actually, you know what? What's your passive perception?
18.
Fuck you. All right.
Sorry, you have a 2019 and
She
18.
tries to sneak up on you, but you hear her and can sense that it's her. But she comes and joins you at the bar one night. Fills you in that Triv is doing better, but she has some concerns. I overheard you and your friends when you were talking with you-know-who the other night. Are you... A few of them didn't seem like they wanted to take the job.
I think we've worked through why they didn't want to go through with the job. Roz is on board finally, and Maeve follows Roz, so that's all squared away.
So you're planning on doing it then?
Yeah, so we can have some connections somewhere that'll help us out along the way. And I'm going to fill her in on what happened in Rexentrum with the service assembly.
Well, then assuming you don't screw it up, and you impress you-know-who with the work, do you think that we'll be safe back in Rexentrum?
It depends on how far her reach goes to Rexentrum. If not, it might be safer to be here.
Well, there isn't a whole lot left back there after they trashed our new place, so suppose it's not the worst idea. I'll
I
talk
can send some money back to the little kid that was helping us out and make sure his parents don't get evicted. But
I'd appreciate that. Well, all right. Sure. I mean, we're here. It'd save us the trip back as well. I also brought something for you, and she reaches into a pouch and she takes out 2 greater healing potions. They had given us a few of these to help treat Triv, but she's doing a lot better, and I think that knowing the trouble that you get up to, they would probably be better served with you, and she hands them to you.
these are probably going to come in handy tomorrow night.
What's happening tomorrow night?
Oh, we're fighting in the Coliseum.
In the victory pit?
Yes.
Then, yeah, use those, and try not to die before you do the gentleman's job. You
Just needed some
You know
cash
who.
before we went and did that.
No, it's fine. Just you could have told me about this the other day.
Roz wanted
When
to do
were
it,
you
get
gonna
her
tell me about
magic
it then?
back. Right now.
What if I hadn't came and visited you?
I would have come with more money to visit you and tell you what's going on.
And what if you would have died in there and I would have learned from Roz or Maeve or Hermia that you died in some pit fighting who knows what?
A two-headed Cerberus, hopefully.
Yeah, alright. Well, if you die, then I'm gonna kill you. So drink your damn potions. And whatever you were drinking, she picks up and slams. I'm gonna head back to the nightly nip. Please let me know if you are okay before you leave for the job.
I will.
And she gives you a hug and leaves. So those are 2 greater healing potions.
Damn.
I'm just gonna give those to Maeve right now.
Okay, Maeve, you have
Do
2
you
greater
literally?
healing potions.
All right.
Like, I have 3 regular healing potions. Roz might need one.
Nope.
Give one
I'm
to
good.
the robot.
All right. Leaf, do you want a greater potion of healing?
Sure.
All right. I'll take one and you take one.
I've got KO Tim's ointment for days. It tastes terrible, but it works.
Yeah, by the way, at some point, Roz, when you
Yeah.
had got to Zadash, you actually looked at the ointment and see that there's a warning for external application only.
Mission only.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
With a
all.
passive of 18, do I see her notice, like, reading the
It,
packaging?
it happened in private sometime. Yeah.
I like to think that the moment it did, light just spoke in her head. I was like, dumbass.
Idiot.
Yeah.
All right, finally, the night before the monster melee. Oh, well, first of all, Maeve, would you like to let us know what was written on the note that you send?
Sure. Before I do, what's the name of the organization again? The school that does the hemocrafting?
Oh, the Claret
Oh.
Order.
Yeah, the
Claret.
Yep.
Okay.
Who, Caitlin's traveling companion will have lots of great things to say about.
Yeah. I actually just wrote it out really quickly. I can put it in chat.
Yeah. Did you and Roz want to like RP this out, like as you're doing the sending? I didn't know if
Okay,
Roz would
yeah,
want
sure.
to
Yeah.
see what was
No,
on the letter, or if you would want Roz to see what was on the letter.
I mean,
Roz just
here's
giving you a look.
here's what's happening. All right, here's
Okay.
what's happening. So Roz is trying to get blood in a vial, which is probably not going great. And I'm just kidding. I don't know how that goes. That's hard to
Make
do.
a dexterity check, Roz.
Well, I was gonna say I would have you hold the vial.
Yeah, I would do that.
And yeah, you see her whip out her dagger of warning and just slash across her hand and start holding it over the vial until it
Yep.
pitches blood
And
down in.
all you see not all you see, but as you're doing that, you know that thing you like to do where you like to word silently to yourself?
Doing the Tom Hanks from
calls-
Big.
She calls me out on stream. Yes, I do know what you're referring to, Sarah.
You've mentioned it several times on
Yeah.
here.
Wait, what?
So, actually, I do this in real life too, but like practicing conversations when you're not having a conversation. So you
Oh,
kinda,
yeah,
like, quietly
Hermia does
mouth.
that.
Yeah. Anyway, I just make fun of Callie because the first time she did it, she like didn't want to tell me what it was. Anyway, that's what Maeve is doing. She seems to be like trying to word out something as she's trying to help focus on the vial. But
Roz is just like kind of giving a smarmy look at you, trying to get it right.
what? I'm sorry.
I'm just, how often do you get to talk to him?
I mean, everyone knows the times that I've talked to him. I update everybody because he always has updates for us, right?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Maeve. Just
Yes.
you're excited, and I can tell.
Well, I am excited that you will finally be able to get this to him. Is that he is, from what I understand, quite good at this, and I am hopeful that you will be able to finally get some answers.
You
He
want
is
to make
dreamy,
a
isn't he?
deception check?
He is
Maeve?
what? Sure.
at disadvantage.
I'm just gonna use my dice then. It's easier. Yeah, that's gonna be a 9.
Can I take my passive insight and investigation because I don't
yeah,
trust myself
yeah.
to roll?
No, she's not fooling anyone.
Not often a passive insight of 10 gets the job done, but
In fact, at this particular moment, her
Mhm.
pallid elf complexion is looking pretty tiefling-like.
yeah, I'll bet. Looking a little bit like Sis Shadow. Ah, well, I'm just saying he's very nice, Maeve. He's been very kind to us every time we've talked to him, and he said he would try to help me out with this.
I know he is. I very much do appreciate the kindness that he has brought to all of us. It's it is a lucky thing. He is not a second chance, but he has been quite helpful, and I am very appreciative of that fact.
You know, it's like sometimes when you've been traveling with someone for a while and you start getting to know them kind of well, and they show you a little bit of extra attention. It's nice, right?
She grimaces at you. I mean, I wouldn't say we've been traveling, quite as long. He
No,
simply has met us a couple times and has.
he's met you more than a couple of times.
Well, I mean, I think we happened to meet each other first, so obviously he, I suppose, seems to think it would be best to, I guess, give me news.
You're right. Mira and I met first, and that's why we're better friends than the rest of the Amethyst Fortuneers. Sure. What'd you write? Come on.
It's nothing. It's nothing big. I said I hope his journey is going well, and that you have agreed to send a sample of your blood. Thus, there's a vial of blood in the box, and I mentioned that the doctor in Dash couldn't answer a question, and said only someone from the Claret Order could do it. And I you've mentioned how you're talented with hemocraft, so any help you can provide would be appreciated. And I'm crossing out a lot of things.
Did you mention that you think about him a lot? Or...
What? This is about your vial of blood.
At that, when she tries to deny, Luster kind of head bumps her, and then looks to you, Rosalind, and kind of like nods his head.
The Drake knows things.
The Drake knows too much. She looks at Luster with narrowed gaze.
He puffs out his chest to show his ribbon.
Hey, no, but seriously, Maeve.
What?
Tell him you're thinking about him.
That's weird.
I'm not even into guys, and he's cute. Come on.
That's weird. Isn't that weird? You don't just say that to people.
Hey, let me tell you who I didn't say it to. Mira. You never know when you're going to have your last chance. Shoot your shot. You don't have to ask him to marry you. Just say you're thinking about him.
Has happened since she's writing. Has happened since last we spoke. Too much to write in this small letter. Perhaps we can update each other sometime.
How about you phrase that like, and I very much look forward to the next time we speak. See how that's a little bit different, but...
Luster nods.
You are not helping. She points at Luster again before sighing.
Roz gives a look to Luster that says, you're helping.
I look forward to our next conversation to update.
No,
you.
no, take out to update. Don't put to update in there.
But that's
just
what we're
next conversation. Yes, of course you're gonna update each other, but there's more to the conversation.
Luster takes the quill.
Luster, give it back. I need to sign my name.
Nope, it's perfect. I'm gonna throw the letter as it is in there, along with my vial of blood, and I'm gonna cast and send it out.
All right.
While she's busy chasing Luster for the quill.
Yep. So as you cast the spell, you watch as this ornate, enchanted, about 2 foot by 1 foot chest just sort of appears before you, kind of floating in the air, and you see there's this almost wind-like ephemeral element that seems to be kind of like holding it. You tuck the letter in, you put your vial of blood in, and then right as Maeve gets the quill back, you shut the lid, and it vanishes.
This is going to be the worst. Why did you do that? Why did you convince me to do that? Now he's gonna think I'm a really weirdo. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
Roz kind of laughs. Maeve.
Yes.
how about you and I get a drink?
Sure. Can get a drink. Is this going to lead to you making me do more embarrassing things?
No.
Good.
I just think I want to say thank you for keeping us going the last few days when I wasn't doing my job. And I think I want to give you a moment to process.
Oh. I see. Well, that is very kind of you. All right. You know, there was this drink I had south of us where I hope we're going to go next. Have you ever had a Trost before?
She gives you a look.
You should try it. You should try it. It's like a sweet ale. It's very popular.
Well, I do know what an ale is, so that sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Very famous in Trostedwald. Had probably a few too many when I was first down there. But it's very good.
I look forward to it.
Breweries is all Trostenwald has going for it, by the way.
Pretty much.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
got it. It's Michigan.
Yeah. You and Roz have a nice night and charming conversation with one another before eventually you head back to your rooms for the night. And probably about an hour after you had sent this and make your way back up right as you're getting in, Maeve?
Yep.
And you look and Kaylin is there.
Oh!
I got the blood.
Yes! I so sorry I didn't have a way to warn you.
No, it's fine. I think this is your revenge for me not understanding the difference in time zones. It's like 4 a.m. here.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
Sorry. That was not actually at all my intention.
No, it's fine. Quick question.
Yes.
Who wrote the letter?
Oh, I wrote the letter. Lester stole the quill before I could sign it.
And you see his cheeks turn a bit red as well. I see.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. And Roz decided that the letter was fine as is. Which, I tried to convince her it wasn't, and
it's all right. I had actually been meaning to reach back out to you as well.
Oh. Right. Oh my goodness. So much has happened. We since last we talked, I haven't talked to you since our Myriad issue. That was a lot. But how are you? We can start with that.
I've
sure
caught up with my friend here in Jorhas. We've actually just left the barbed field. We are heading towards it's a city, but more so in an outpost at the seat of where the betrayer gods once sat.
Oh wow!
It's said to be a city constantly beset by fiends and demons, so not a good place to live. I'm hoping to
Certainly
spread some of their stories beyond the borders of Jorhas one day. But I have some news about your plague of eyes, I believe.
Oh, of course. What is it?
It's not much, unfortunately, but the few people that I've been able to contact and get some information out of believe that he may be operating in or somewhere around the Menagerie Coast currently.
Oh, that is.
I mean, this was also, from a few days last week, so, take it for what it is, but it's unfortunately about all that I have on that.
No, that's fine. It's interesting because there was an incident in Rexentrum with the um with can I think of her name? Not
Archmage of Antiquity.
yeah, with the
Elena.
Archmage of Antiquity. She's currently her very wounded, and none of the healers can wake her up. I believe that may
From
be connected.
to the plague of eyes.
They believe there is a connection. Unfortunately, we are also being somewhat investigated. We're kind of trying to avoid being presented in front of His Majesty. And so we are actually going south, and potentially could end up near the Menagerie Coast.
Well, stay vigilant. Keep your wits about you. If this thing is brazen enough to launch an attack against a member of the Cerberus Assembly, it is not to be trifled with.
Indeed.
And you can see that there is grave concern on his face.
Don't worry about us. Well, we're made of tough stuff. And you're about to walk into demons, which, from what I hear from Roz, walking around demons are not also to be trifled with.
No, they are not.
How long do you plan to be on the in Zorhas?
Not sure. A few more weeks, maybe longer. There's rumors of a civil war potentially starting out here. It seems that the Kryn dynasty has some internal politics that aren't developing well. Seems they just got out of one war and now they're just starting another amongst themselves.
I see. Speaking of great change.
Sorry, one moment, Maeve. You watch, he kind of like looks off to the left somewhere. Just a few more minutes. We can leave just at sunset. Or sunrise. Alright. Sorry, I didn't realize my companions were awake already.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm sorry to keep you. Well, it seems there'll be some time before we'll be able to potentially be in the same city, much less in the same continent, much less city area.
Perhaps. I'll still visit though if you'd like. I'll make
Of
sure
course.
to get the timing right.
We'll figure it out somehow. We're obviously I can't use this, but we're to be having a sending stone soon for our group.
Oh,
It's more of a sending one message a day, but
25 words. You sure you can get the context in that short of a sentence?
well, it might be more of a I'm awake or you awake situation.
I think you'd be surprised how potent a 25-word message can be when you say what you mean.
Has that been your experience?
Indeed.
I will.
As a bard and teller of stories, I have to be pointed with my words.
That makes sense. Of course, I know you're quite busy. I don't know exactly what is involved to figure out what you see in Roz's blood. But anything that you know is helpful.
I will do what I can, but manage her expectations.
I will. Are you familiar with the court that we were talked about?
With the what?
The court.
Claret order.
Claret. It was like it
Oh,
sounds like a-
yes, the Claret order. Yes, my mother was a member in her younger days, but she managed to get away from them. She taught me what it is that I know.
Yeah, the doctor we spoke to made it seem very secretive, that they might have a price for
If
anything.
Roz has this disease, then we will make sure that we meet up soon, and I will do what I can about it.
That would be good. Then, we'll have to... I know from what it sounds like with the timing, it's not some immediate concern, but, hopefully in time, it'll be a possibility.
Forgive me, Maeve. I need to go.
Of course. It was good to see you.
You as well. Sweet dreams.
Best of luck and good journeys.
And he vanishes.
And she is going to flop on her bed and groan into her pillow.
And Luster sort of slithers up next to you and lays his head there and just has this big smile on his face.
Don't you start with me.
And with that, we will jump to the day of the monster melee at the Victory Pits. Everyone, excuse me, gathers together. Zana along with you, who has been notably absent the past few days. You've seen her around here and there, but you definitely get the intention that she has only been seen when she wants to be seen.
Of course.
So you are all gathered now at the Victory Pit. There's a
Did
few other
my,
people here as well.
Did my commission come?
Yes, you were able to pick that up as well. So as you get there and sort of check in, you are all ushered down into sort of a lobby waiting room, which has plenty of like lounge chairs and such all over the place. Despite the clientele here mostly being rough and tumble adventurers like yourself, it definitely seems as though the Victory Pit wants you to feel like you are waiting in comfort and in style. There are also a few long tables set up with a cornucopia of meats and cheeses and fruits on them as well. There's about 15 to 20 people down here, none of which you really recognize. You do, of course, recognize Byron and Ekal, his newest partner. So you are also able to, when you check in, let the attendant know how you would like to be introduced. So if you want to come up with that before your introduction happens, you can. But otherwise, you have a moment here in this room to do what you'd like to do.
So on the way here, Roz stopped by what looked like a carpentry shop on the way, and picked up a small, not super small, but a relatively small chest, and brought it. Now that we're here, she sets it down. Okay. So I thought that since we're all gonna be fighting together as a team in front of people, we should look the part. When I was young, I used to go visit my aunts Des and Sin for the summers. I would go stay with them, and Aunt Sin used to like to teach me to fight, which basically meant every summer I got the hell beaten out of me for a month or so. But when I was 14, I finally managed to give her a black eye, and she said that I was cunning and quick, like a wolf, and she made my pauldron for me and gave it to me. So to that end, I thought maybe I would have something made for each of you. And she opens up the chest, and she looks at you, Leo. Leo, I'm sorry for when we first started traveling together. I treated you really badly. I didn't think that, I thought you were who you used to be, and I forgot that sometimes people do change and become better than they were. And to that end, she takes out a wooden pauldron very similar to her own, except this one is in the shape of a bird and is made of red wood, like a phoenix. And she hands it to you, Leo.
This is neat. He puts it on readily and gives her a smile and then hugs her.
Hugs him back. And she looks over. Where I come from, I don't know what they're like here, admittedly, so this may not go over as well as I hope. But where I come from, it is said that very few things bear wisdom, compassion, and strength. But dragons do. And she looks over at Maeve. You exemplify all three of those. And she takes out another one that has a blue dragon's head on it and hands it to you.
She bows her head. This is very thoughtful. Thank you. And she will stick it over her pauldron.
She glances over at Zana. Someone who is fiercely protective of those they care about and also very selective of those that they care about. Loyal, proud, strong. And she reaches in and takes a pauldron in the shape of a lioness out and holds it up and hands it to her.
She takes it. Thank you.
Welcome.
And she puts it into her pack.
She glances over at Leaf. Leaf, you might have been the hardest. What animal to select for someone who can already turn into whatever animal they want? And then I realized that I think, Leaf, you might be more person than any of us, actually. So I hope this is okay. And she reaches back down and takes out one that is the symbol of Melora, and done in green, which she hands to you.
Leaf takes it and just kind of puts it on its shoulder area underneath its cloak.
And then she looks at Hermia. Recognizing your own faults and then having the courage to change is really, really hard, Hermia. And I know we've had a rough few days, but I have been really, really proud of you and how hard you've worked with me. And I have seen you change and become better. And she takes out another one that is in the shape of a butterfly. And it's done in shades of pink and purple. And she hands it to you.
This is the first time someone's been proud of me.
She looks very sad as she hands it to you.
You hear in your head, I've told you I was proud of you, and you started hitting things.
That's healthy.
That's good.
So as she hands it all to you, you see her glance back down, and she picks up one more and just looks at it for a moment. It's in the shape of a chameleon, and sets it back down in the box and closes it.
Someday.
Well,
You hear,
Chameleons have.
you hear someone from across the room goes, second chances?
oh, is that that's okay? That's us. She puts her hand up.
All right, it's not time yet, but we don't have what you want your intro to be. So if you want it to be something fancy, write it down and get it to us, please.
Right.
We're sponsored
Yeah.
by the Vagrant. I don't know.
The
Something.
Invulnerable Vagrant
There you
Yeah.
go.
is our sponsor.
So, all right,
thank
so just the second chances, sponsored by the Invulnerable Vagrant. That's fine.
Yeah.
Our you glance around. Our herald is missing.
All right, and with that, unless you want to add
Indeed.
anything else, she turns to walk away.
Yeah, I don't
That's
care.
fine.
All right. You
She
hear
got the important
someone
name.
from there intentionally clear their throat to the point where
Why?
other people in here all kind of stop and turn, And you see someone from across the room who's in the corner, sort of by themselves, sipping from a big mug of something, rather, sets the mug down, stands up. You see a 6-foot-tall woman with long black hair and streaks of red, swept to the side with an undercut as she begins to approach you. You recognize her as an Asamar due to the fact that every so often you see a golden shimmer from her shoulders kind of weave up into the air about 6 inches, as though they're going to unfurl into wings before they vanish. She has orange eyes with a scar through her left that glimmers with mirth as she kind of glances towards you, Roz. She has a great sword on her back and wears a deep red armored long coat with heavy boots. You also notice that there's a gray cat kind of lounging across one of her shoulders, who doesn't seem to have much care in the world at the moment of where they even particularly are. She approaches you. Did I hear right? The second chances?
Yes, and what may we call you?
That's a name that has been traveling around the city here the past few days.
Well,
Blood toads as far north as Odessalo,
oh,
stopping a political assassination in Baisei Tile, and now here you are in our humble little Zadash, fighting
We
in
are
my
indeed.
arena.
Your arena.
Not entirely mine. Apologies, Kara Greywolf. I got my start here a few decades ago, just like you have, or are about to. And
Nice to meet you, Kara.
Maybe you can make that determination after my offer.
Offer?
I know talent when I see it, and I prefer to be able to nurture new talent. Make sure they're properly cultivated. I believe you're fighting the Gauntlet, if my memory serves correctly.
Yes.
That's correct.
So I'd like to make things a bit more interesting. Your choice. But if you let me add a little bit of chaos to your show today, nothing you shouldn't be able to handle, but win or lose, it'll put a guaranteed bonus of 2,000 gold into your coin purse.
I like money.
Roz is just excited for the challenge.
Chaos, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the only hint we're getting as to what that means.
Sure is. Besides,
We deal
backed
with
by
chaos all the time.
the invulnerable vagrant, I'm sure that you are more than prepared for it.
She shrugs. All right, Ms. Greywolf, you're on.
It's a deal then. Good luck.
Roz holds her hand out to shake.
She shakes it.
Roz squeezes and sees how tight she squeezes back.
What the hell?
Oh, okay.
Make a strength check, Roz.
Straight strength roll.
Yep.
I'll just do it in here. You know what? It's against Kara though, so we're at least spending inspo for advantage.
Got
Come on. Come on. What the hell? Okay, I guess I'll just have to roll it twice then. That's weird. All right, well, 12. That was 2 bad rolls.
Okay. All of you notice as they sort of take hands, a shake doesn't really happen, but you do see Roz's arm kind of like flex a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're looking right into her eyes, she smiles, waits for you to finish, and then as she squeezes, all of you hear a crunch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Roz winces, but doesn't yelp, but she
Yep.
does go, ow.
Good luck. And she
Seems-
leaves.
She glances, she turns back,
Please
looks
tell.
at you.
Yes.
Ow.
Can I see your hand at least to see if you'll be able to use it?
It's not like broken or anything like that, just some knuckles pop.
Yeah. You see her definitely stretching her hand out, though.
You really don't know when to quit, do you?
I have never in my life, and I don't intend to start.
So, over the next hour or so, you watch as one by one, few by few, these other groups of mercenaries, adventurers, and warriors are called out into the victory pit. You hear above you the roar of the crowd, the occasional roar of some creature or another.
I have
and
something I want to do before our thing starts.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Like just right before.
Oh, okay. I will give you that chance to.
Okay.
Eventually, Byron and Ekal are also called out. And you hear the same cheers. You hear the sounds of gasps up there as well. And after about 10 minutes, the doors open back up, and you see Byron coming in, dragging his axe behind him, a large gash across one arm, and Ekal hot on his heels, putting some healing into him as well. Well, that was a close one. Hopefully whatever they have lined up for a lot of you is a bit bigger than what we handled.
Well, we got a bunch of things lined up for us, so hopefully.
And you're the ones running the gauntlet then.
Yep.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And with that,
See you after.
attendant comes in and goes, second chances. You're up. Head on out.
As we start heading up, Roz is like, all right. So, she's like walking backwards now as we go. Okay, so remember, it's a gauntlet, so marathon, not a sprint. Save your stuff. We might need it later in the fight, especially because we don't know what chaos is going to be interjected in. Hermia, you're going to be with me up in the front. Stay close to me. I'll keep you safe.
Okay.
And everyone else, keep your distance. Leaf, keep us healthy as is reasonable.
Hermia's
You mark them, I stab them.
Sounds like a plan. Hermia, what's up?
Hermia is going to pull out the Stone of Ioun and use an action to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
So a little stone just like starts orbiting around her head. Okay, I'm good now.
All right.
Maeve's gonna activate the billowing cloak. This feels a little silly.
And you watch
Roz
as
is
Maeve
applauding. You look
activates it.
great.
And it's like Superman billowing behind you as well, as you're all just standing still. Hermia,
This is
what
a
is
lot.
your HP at now with the Ioun stone?
So it didn't. What does it say in roll 20?
Make sure you attune to it. You have
Yeah,
to
I
focus
want to
yeah.
make sure that it actually changed. So I
Oh,
was at
in-
56.
Yeah, well, because if you remember, when you change on D&D Beyond, it doesn't change
Right.
it in Roll20 for you. I have to change it for
Right,
you.
I was making sure it like updated correctly when I put it on in D&D Beyond.
Okay, so you're at
So I
50,
was at
you're at
56.
56. Yep.
Okay, so I'm at 62 now. And so like the stone has its own HP.
That's only if something is smart enough to try and attack the stone specifically.
Okay, but like it
Got a
says
20
like
for
the
AC.
stone has like an AC though. Is that like just the stone's AC or?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Again, that's just if somebody like sees the stone and is like, you know what, I just
Okay.
want to smack that shit out of the air.
Okay, the wording was just confusing, but okay, I got it.
All right, so with that, you all walk through this dark, long hallway, and you see a light opened at the end. And as you walk out into the arena, you can hear the cheers of the crowd all around you. And looking up, it looks like a completely different place. Seeing this place filled now from top to bottom. You also notice that it is no longer clear as it was before. Looking out, there is an entire arena that seems to have been set up. There are spiked pits. There are large columns that are out there. There are pieces of walls and archways that seem to be in the area. And we'll go ahead and pull you over, and everyone may go ahead and place yourself wherever it is that you'd like to be placed. You don't have to be where I sent you. But here we are now in the victory pit.
Oh.
Snap. Hey, Zod, thank you for the 16-month sub. Oh. Yo.
Give
Okay.
me a quick second here to set a few things up on this new scene.
All right, so Roz will start like directing everyone over to the south, I think. so that we're all on kind of like on the same side and relatively near each other, and she'll be standing in the front. Random the inspiration. Can do.
You may want to readjust Kenku's volume if need be with the new battle music.
What's the command? Oh wait.
You're doing it
Lol.
on Twitch.
Yep. So you may point to me wherever you want Zana to be as well.
Leaf taking inspo from Zod.
Where should Zana be, guys? Probably.
Zana should probably be like right here.
In the back as well. All right. You do notice, by the way, that there are doors on all 4 sides.
Yeah,
one
I
to the
just
north, to the
realized that.
south, to the west, and the east. And
All
as
right.
you come out, you hear the announcer.
Then I'll go right here so I can move it either
Yep.
way if I have to.
Ooh, fireball formation. Nice. You hear the announcer. Next up, taking part in the Monster Melee Gauntlet Challenge, the Second Chances, all the way from Rexentrim.
And I pop my dagger then.
Your flame tongue dagger?
Yep.
Okay, yep. They are being sponsored today by the Invulnerable Vagrant. And then you hear and notice from over in the crowd in one of the front rows, you see 3 Pumats who all stand up and cheer for you.
Oh boy.
I
By
wish
the way,
there was more. I wish there's a whole like stand full of.
yeah, they've got like a whole row to themselves. Roz's personality has completely changed. You've never seen her so like animated and geeked. She is pumped right now.
Hermia looks like she's gonna throw up.
Well, everyone, as you stand waiting and the announcement finishes, you hear the sounds of chains grinding against metal and notice that the door over to the west here is slowly beginning to rise. And on the other side,
What is it? Is it a dog?
snarling and chomping at the bit, you watch as not one,
It is a dog.
but 2 two-headed Cerberuses walk out from the door. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh snap!
Ah.
Are we on the turn order?
If you rolling it outside of roll 20, just go ahead and type it in the chat, and I will put you on there. Or if you want to roll it in roll 20, you can, and it will put you on there.
Should be. Okay.
Is
Oh, hey, I actually rolled decent this time.
All right, where are these monsters at?
All right, let me turn up my Kenku music here a little bit.
Oh, motherfucker.
What? I didn't do it.
No, I know. They rolled a natural 1. Oh, Zana, not much better. What's that for Zana? That's an 8. Oh, she gets advantage. Oh, much better.
Oh, damn.
All right. Roslyn with an 18.
I like how my dagger of warning from the first session is just paying off dividends in the second one.
It never
That's-
Oh
stops.
shit.
I was going to say, that's not... remember, Roslyn has your dagger of warning.
That's what I think. That's what Leaf means.
Oh, what did you roll? You got 18. What was your first roll?
5.
Yep. Okay, that's working out then, yeah. Leaf spent an info. Yep, that's fine. Leo got a 22.
Oh wow, good job, me.
Is that everybody on there then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that should be everyone. All right. So with that, top of the round, it is Zana's turn. 10, 15, 30. Does she have line of sight on that? She does. So you all watch as she breaks off into a sprint. Slides down onto one knee to where she is now, reaches back and takes the rifle off of her back that as she pulls it out, the 3 pieces of it kind of all lock into place, and she takes aim. She will not use a grit. And where's my good dice? There you are. And will take a shot. And starts this off with a massive concussive boom that sends the entire arena just into a cheer of an uproar as she hits this thing for... That was not great. She rolled a 3 and a 1 on 2 d12s.
Oof.
For 9 damage.
Is this the weapon that Zana made in Dragonstorms?
Recently, yes. You haven't had
Yeah.
a chance to see it used. Well, no, you
Nice.
saw it used once, yeah.
At least she didn't misfire on like the first turn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she rolled a 15. So there's this massive concussive shot that these dogs are fast. And what maybe should have been center mass, it's kind of like moves a bit, and you watch as it grazes across the side of it. And she begins to reload with her second action. Maeve, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna have Luster. Oops. Luster's gonna move up 1. Maeve's gonna need to get line of sight as well.
So this right here is actually a
Pit?
pit of spikes. Yep. And then this is probably only about 2 or 3 feet high.
Oh, okay. So I just need to go 5, 10, and then I can see him.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
These bigger ones here, these are about 10 feet tall. So where you are, Roz, behind there, you actually can't see anything unless you're like up on top of it, which you could have been if you wanted to be.
Yeah, I just wanted. This is where I'm standing.
Yep. And then these right here are basically like long pillars that go up about 20 feet.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my attacks.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my normal arrows first.
Sure.
Okay.
25 hits. Yep.
All right. Oh,
Attacking
I
the
forgot.
same one that Zana did.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just do my second attack just to see if it hits, and I can roll my damage all together. Ooh, is 13 hit?
13 does hit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay. I'm gonna use my feature trait of favored foe on the one I'm hitting.
Okay.
So that means, okay, sorry, just wanted to, first time. Okay, so it's only 1d6 the first time. So, doing my damage now.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll this once, this again, plus this. And then I also want to add, Luster's Infused Strike.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be lightning. So, normal damage is 25, and then 4 lightning damage.
All right, so you watch as Maeve gets into range, knocks 2 arrows into her bow, and lets them fly, arcing up. Luster's eyes spark, and one of them erupts into lightning, and both of these arrows come down, piercing each of the Cerberus's 2 heads. And it falls to the ground, dead. And the crowd, which was still in the process of cheering from seeing an actual firearm in the arena, which doesn't happen often, and they just go into a uproar as Maeve downs the first of the 2 Cerberuses.
Zana, Maeve, nice shot.
All right, keep going. And that'll be her turn.
All right, Leo, it is your turn.
How tall are these things?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. If I run up here, that's 25 feet. Can I run up this wall for the rest of my movement?
Make a acrobatics check for me.
11 plus 5?
So 16?
16, yep.
Yeah, I'll say that you just make it up to the top there. So you still have your bonus action and your action.
I'm gonna test out this new dagger. I couldn't find it in D&D Beyond. Like, there's no.
All right. Well, it's
return
basically
weapons, but-
it's a +1 weapon, and if you throw it, it comes back to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck it at the two-headed Cerberus.
Yep.
Twelve plus 8.
That hits. Go ahead and roll some damage. Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. I'm just rolling under a 10 for all of these rolls.
Oh.
That's 3 plus. Do I get my proficiency on that?
On damage, no.
Well, no, just the plus damage if I'm throwing a dagger.
You get your
Yeah.
ability mod on throw.
Yeah,
Ability mod,
your
that's what I
ability
was
mod. Yeah.
saying.
Yep.
So 8 damage total.
All right.
And is it a bonus action to have it return to me or a free action?
Nope. Comes right back to you.
Oh, dope. And that'll end my turn.
All right. So with that, Rosalind, it comes around to your turn.
All right. Roz is gonna have the moment of realizing again that she's a paladin and doesn't
Quick question.
oh.
What's everyone's passive perception?
garbage.
18.
19.
15.
Lisa's 20.
20.
Leaf,
Oh wait, no, 16. Sorry.
Leaf,
But it's not like it
Maeve.
matters.
Not Leo, you're too far away. Leaf and Maeve, amongst the roar of the crowd and the battle as it's getting underway, you hear the sound of chain on metal to the south of you as the next door is beginning to open. Continue, Rosalind.
Okay.
Oh, before you go, Roz,
alive.
I want to use my bonus action to give her advantage on her
You got
next
it.
attack.
Okay. So the south door is opening.
I will yell out something to the south or something like that.
Okay,
but I
so
don't know
yeah,
the
if
door's open.
Maeve yells it out, you all notice it now. The door behind you
Yeah,
is
okay.
beginning to open and will be open by the start of the next round.
All right. So Roz is gonna look to see that and nod, and she is going to call out, Leaf, finish off the Cerberus up there, and then prepare to join us in the south. And she is going to move. She'll hop off, go 5, 10, 15, 20 to here, and she'll cast Shield of Faith.
You got it. That's a concentration spell, right?
It is her concentration. It's a bonus action, and she'll also take the dodge action.
You got it. All right, so with that,
Actually-
Hermia,
Can she
Nope.
ready an attack then if something comes out?
you can, yeah. If you'd like
Before
to
her
ready
next
an
turn?
attack, absolutely.
Yeah, she'll ready an attack if anything comes out before next
All
turn.
right, you got it. Hermia, your turn.
I'm gonna assume Roz wants me to follow her. Leaf, you got this, buddy. And
What?
I'll
No, what?
What?
I'll move right here. And then for my action, I will cast Armor of Agathis.
You got it.
Let me just mark that before I forget. That's my turn. Cause, yeah.
All right. Did you want to use a bonus action to activate your cloak as well?
It doesn't say it in the description.
In the new description. All right, it's already active then. All right, just make sure that
Yeah.
you let me know when it is and when it isn't. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Is it
Leaf.
the one that I sent you, Robbie, or is
Yes.
it the
Yep,
one
yep.
oh, so she actually doesn't even have to spend a bonus action,
Mhm.
then it just does it automatically.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Leaf,
That's,
it is your turn now.
How damaged does this Cerberus look?
It has a dagger wound in one of its shoulders.
So not.
Not super damaged, but I mean the other one went down after a bullet and 2 arrows to the head.
It's strong damage.
Apparently, Rosalind believes in you. She thinks you can do it.
I mean,
Does-
guiding bolt's always a strong choice in this
But
case.
does Leaf believe in himself?
I believe in you, Leaf.
we believe in you. Pumats believe in you.
I do. The Kumats definitely believe in you.
Okay, fine.
The Pumats are doing the wave.
We're just the three of
Just
them.
3 people
Yep.
doing the wave. I
Yep.
love it.
Just 30. Get out of the way, Lester.
Zana looks
okay.
over you and goes, "If you can't finish it, I will."
Okay. Leaf is going to have its eye face mask turn red once more as it explodes into a constellation of stars that slightly resemble the arrowy form of the archer.
Ooh.
And it's going to use that as its bonus action and fire off one of its stars at the two-headed Cerberus.
You got it.
20 to hit.
20 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And that's 8 damage.
Mm-hmm. Your
Okay,
starry arrow erupts out of your face hole and travels through the air, striking the two-headed Cerberus right in the neck, sort of between the two of them. And you see that there's now like a nasty, radiant burn that causes it to kind of shake with rage and ferocity as it takes the attack, and isn't looking too worse for wear at this point.
Is not looking too worse for wear.
It's looking worse. Sorry, it looks pretty worse for wear.
Okay. And it's did it look like the radiant did more damage or just normal damage?
Normal as far as you're aware.
Okay. Then as my action, it's more stars just going to not consume. Just going to coalesce, and I'm going to use a guiding bolt using my star map into it at first level.
What you do?
Fine. Let's
Circle
see.
the stars. Guiding
Circle
bolt.
of stars. Guiding bolt.
I love Circle the Stars.
18 to
that
hit.
hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Rah! Ooh, that's a lot of ones.
You'll-
9 points of damage.
All right,
Wow.
so the crowd is already going crazy over the fact that there's a robot out here shooting magic shit. So once you shoot the first one, people are like, ah, and then you launch another bigger one, and they're just going crazy. Like, people are just screaming their lungs out at this. End of your turn?
Well, I'm going to continue moving because it looks like it's not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I will use 20 already, or 10. This is 20, and I'll move another 10 feet to up. And actually, no, that's stupid. Let's just go ahead and move to right there instead.
Okay.
Enter. Taking cover.
The two-headed Cerberus, super sad he doesn't get to use pack tactics now, is going to use its bonus action, aggressive, to move its speed towards a hostile creature that it can see.
You can't see me.
Actually, hold on. How do I want to do this? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. All right, there we go. To right here. And as it comes up on Zana, and she stands bracing herself, both of the Cerberus eyes begin to glow, and it opens its mouth, and you can all see this deep orange color from deep within its gullet, and it is going to use its breath weapon to exhale molten rock in a 15-foot cone. Zana, Maeve, Hermia, and Rosalind, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws, please.
You all get +4 to your dex save.
It's not going to help Zana's natural 1. What the fuck? You know what, Dice? I'm not using you anymore. Fuck you.
Okay, 19 plus 4 is actually 23.
So 10 plus 6. 16.
Plus what?
You get a +4 from me.
Okay. 22.
All right, all of you save, and I rolled a 5, 1, and a 1. So you each take 3 fire damage.
Hell yeah.
And Zana
I have a
takes
question.
7. Yes. You want to know
so
if this triggers Armor of Agathis?
yeah.
It does.
Oh shoot.
Does it?
AoE damage? I think so, doesn't it?
Hold on. Let me just double check here real
Look up
quick.
the spell.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack.
Melee attack.
Okay,
Melee
okay.
attack.
I
And
just-
so it also has to be an attack,
Oh.
too.
What?
Oh no! All right. So you still have 2 temporary hit points, but it says if a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, it takes the cold damage. So technically, if something takes away your hit points without hitting you with a melee attack, you wouldn't get
Yeah.
anything out of Armor of Agathis.
Except for the temp HP.
Except for the temp HP, correct? Yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah, you still have 2 temp HP.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
And-
What spell did she level did she cast it at?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's 3rd level.
Oh,
So
so
you still have
you have
12
more
HP.
temp hit. Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
How
however
many do
you
I have? Okay, because now I'm confused.
You have
How
12 temp HP left.
Many? Okay.
And if
Yeah.
anything hits you with a melee attack, they take 15 cold damage.
Okay.
All right. So with
Okay.
that, that is the end of the Cerberus's turn, and the door now opens completely, Roz, and all you see, about 10 feet deep into this hallway, is a massive hole about 10, 15 feet wide.
A massive hole.
A massive hole. Yep.
Oh.
Zana is not great up close and has no real melee weapons.
This Cerberus is granting advantage and then its next attack. Or the
What's
next
that?
attack that targets it. Because of guiding bolt.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so she is actually going to use bonus action disengage, and then we'll run back up this way.
And then the
And-
dog comes back to life.
Putting putting the rifle back on her back, she's going to take 2 attacks with her pepper box. So the first one is at advantage.
Oh,
It's a
concentration
ni-
check. Thank
yep.
you, Leaf. I forgot.
19 to hit. So 8 damage for the first shot. And then the second one is a dirty 20 for 11.
Ow.
So as Zana runs off and kind of skids on her feet, turning around, taking out her pistol, and fires off 2 shots. And just like Maeve, one hits the first head, and as the other one looks up over it towards her, the other one pierces through the second head. And the 2-headed Cerberus falls to the ground dead as everyone cheers. Maeve, it is your turn.
Kill Stealer.
Is there something through the hole?
You can't see. All you see is about 15 feet back. There just seems to be a hole with like dirt piled up around it, as though something burrowed into the ground. Roz,
Oh.
make a intelligence check.
Oh, man.
Intelligence check.
Yep.
Okay. What if I'm not very intelligent?
Yeah,
Channel Gliss.
it's rough, buddy.
Yeah. Can I channel somebody? Who is
No,
intelligent in this party? No?
you're getting the chance to make this roll based
enough.
on something from your backstory.
Interesting. Okay, so that's a 14.
That's enough.
14 plus 0.
You recognized one of the monsters that were on the list yesterday from a story that Andrin told you when they fought 2 or 3 of these things that were apparently being herded or trained by a mind flayer. You know that boulettes can burrow.
Ah, okay. So yeah, at that, Roz is gonna call out, "Watch your feet! It's burrowing underground." The
Oh.
bullet.
Okay.
That sucks.
That does suck.
Just trying to think if there's anything I can really do.
You could get up on top of something.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do.
Tremors rules.
How high up is this?
That is 20 feet up, and it's a very, very thin, like pole,
Okay.
basically.
I'll take my chances on the other side here then.
Yep, and then these ones here are 10 feet up and a lot easier to climb.
Okay, I will do that. Acrobatics, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Not trained in acrobatics. Hopefully a +4. 15?
That's plenty. Yep. All right, you are
Okay.
now up on top of there.
All right. Okay. Can I get Luster to come up here with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flies up over there. You
Alright,
can
she's
you can ready
yeah,
an
I'm gonna
attack
ready
if
an
you want.
action.
All right.
I'm gonna ready an action that when I see, when I see the enemy burrow out, I'm gonna shoot at it.
You got it. Leo, your turn.
How much movement to hop down?
We'll say 5 feet.
Okay. I can get there. I'll hold my action till something pops out. I'll
All right.
throw the dagger at it.
Rosalind.
Roz is, I think, pretty sure I could see.
Poor Cerberus's.
Has to be a creature you can see for that one. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to do in this kind of case, so
Ready an action?
yeah. Rosalind will ready an action to cast a spell.
What spell are you readying?
Command.
That
Okay.
work.
All right.
Did Andern send you his backstory?
Hermia.
I will say, after taking her new vow, yeah, daughter, like father in so many ways.
There's nothing for me to stab. There's just a pile of dirt.
Just be ready then.
Yeah, well, where is it gonna pop out from?
Climb up on something and it won't be able to pop up on you.
How high did you say this was?
20 feet.
But it's also kind of flimsy.
You can. I wouldn't say that it's flimsy. It's kind of like in Mulan, that pole that they had to climb.
Gotcha.
So if you would like to try, make an athletics check.
In that case, I'll just do a face step and pop
land up on top of
there.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Poof. You land up there and the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. I'm
Someone in
gonna
the training pit's like, that's bullshit.
I'm gonna hold an action. I know Sword's not gonna like it, but I'll just blast.
You hear a
like, or
disappointed
when it pops
sigh.
up. Okay, I'm gonna jump down and stab it later. But I
Leaf,
don't know where it is.
it is your turn.
Can I attempt to climb this pole? It's 20 feet.
Yeah, make a athletics or acrobatics check.
We're gonna feel really dumb when this thing just pops up right underneath a pole or a thing where I'm at, sandbag.
In this instance, can I channel someone's
Sure. Yeah.
thing? All right, I'm
Plus
gonna
5.
+5 for your acrobatics.
Yeah.
That's garbage. You're a rogue?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I'm
sound
gonna
like
channel
he's
Zana's
proficient or he would be.
acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
Is it worse?
No, that's actually a +8.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
job.
see? And I'm also
She's
gonna
more
use
limber, okay? Fuck
use
off.
inspiration because I only have 14 now.
He's an old man. He
Jesus.
probably has
Jesus.
arthritis.
Mhm.
I gotta stop
Dude.
using that die.
Yeah, I stopped using my granite one. It's been rolling under a 10 the whole time.
This thing rolls like a 3 every single time. So I rolled an 11, and so it's +8.
Yep. So 19.
So 19.
All right, it's going to take your full movement and your bonus action because right as you're about to get to the top, you kind of slip and lose your momentum running up it, but you do get a hand up on the top of it and are able to pull yourself up there.
Okay, great. And then I would like to ready to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, let me ask. If I ready entangle, it's an area of effect spell. Do I get to choose where the area is as it pops out?
Yeah, I would say that as this thing comes out, you get to determine when and where it happens. So we'll see how it goes. You can make that determination if you want to try and get it as it comes out or after it potentially settles.
Yeah, my trigger will just be as soon as I can see it, I want to cast Entangle on it, basically.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Okay.
With that, as you are all waiting patiently, and the arena seems to slowly begin to settle, those of you on the ground feel the rumbling first, and then notice where the ground is beginning to crack and open up. And you see this massive metal land shark is the best way to describe it.
What is that?
As it bursts out of the ground and up into the air, a good 15, almost 20 feet. I will say from here, Hermia, you can make your attack. Rosalind,
Okay.
you can make your command as it's coming towards you.
I would say, is it looking at me?
Yes, it is. This thing looks like it's about to come down on top of you or somewhere around you. Maeve, because of the pole that's Hermia's on, I'm going to have you roll at disadvantage. And Leaf, make a straight dexterity check for me.
Can I make my attack too?
Yes.
18.
I'm going
Alright.
to
A
spend,
24 and a 19.
Okay.
I'm going to spend advantage to make
yep,
it
just
normal.
hold on to those attack rolls for me really quick. Leaf, I am
Yep.
going to let you choose if you want to, because you see the ground opening up, you can attempt to entangle it as it's coming out or wait for it to land.
I'll do it as it's coming out.
All right. So the entangle spell goes, and you all see as this thing is emerging, these roots and vines begin to grow and appear out of the ground over where this thing is coming out. What is the
It's a
DC for this?
15 strength DC. Strength saving throw, 15.
Okay.
And is it coming out from right there?
Yes.
All right, then I'll say I'll have the vines pop out from that.
All right. It
Or
did
the-
get an
yeah.
18, unfortunately.
That's fine.
All right. So, Hermia,
It
what
needs
were
to
your
do a 15 wisdom save for mine.
if it understands your language, which it does not.
Oh, it doesn't?
It does not. No.
Fair
What's the word though? Just out of curiosity.
It was looking at me.
Yep.
Focus.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Hermia, what were your two attacks?
19 and 24.
The 24 hits. Technically, both of them hit it, but one of them seems to glance off of its hide.
Wait.
So roll
yeah,
damage for one of them. Excuse me.
Okay.
Leo, what was your to hit?
16 plus 8, and I rolled
Okay.
the damage as 3 plus 5.
All right. So 8 damage from Leo. 13 damage from Hermia. Maeve, what was your attack?
15.
15 misses, unfortunately. Your arrow strikes against its tough hide and just splinters and shatters off. And this thing lands right in between Rosalind and Leo. I need both of you to make either a strength or a dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
Add 4 to yours, whatever you picked up, Leo. Dex strength. I'm pretty sure that's for me, right?
I think I pass.
Yes.
Okay, why didn't that go through?
Dexterity.
What did you get, Roz?
21 for some reason it's not sending through on.
All right, so both of you
Medium.
are able to kind of anticipate where this thing is landing, so you do not take the full damage or get knocked prone, but you do still have a little bit of damage from this thing's deadly leap. So you will both take...
I don't know.
5.
We haven't died from it yet, so I feel like it's more of a dangerous leap.
Both of you take 5 bludgeoning and 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
As this thing smashes down next to both of you, causing the ground to shake, but you're able to sort of hold your ground a little bit. And then... it begins to burrow into the ground again. Leo and Rosalind, you can take an attack of opportunity on it.
We both spent our reaction to attack it.
Yeah, because they're holding actions.
Yep, yeah, you did. 15.
This thing is no fun. How are we supposed to keep hitting it if it's hiding?
How indeed.
All right, and with that, no, wait. Yep, okay. Now it's back around to Zana's turn, and she is going to run and attempt to get up high, and makes it. Whoops. And will ready the big gun with a grit for advantage. Maeve, it is your turn.
Okay, sorry, I just need to look at the reading of this when you hit a creature. Okay, that's not gonna help me. Will this help me? You choose a creature you can see. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Can I? Could I? I guess let me know if I would be able to do this from my vantage point. Would I be able to attempt some kind of perception or survival check to try to track it?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
18.
Yeah, so kind of closing your eyes, reaching down even at this wall and trying to sense the movements and the vibrations around you. Even though you were born above ground, your people have still developed a unique and innate sense to be able to track things that you can't always see. And currently you know that it's about 5 to 10 feet underneath Leo.
I just underneath Leo. Okay. I'm going to shout out, Leo, he's under you.
Oh shit! And I'm just kind of over.
I don't think there's anything. Would that take my action? I was gonna ready an action.
I will still allow you to ready an attack.
Okay, I would like to ready attack.
All right.
Does anybody have any dynamite? Like playing Breath of the Wild has taught me to get up high and then throw bombs to make it come up and then hit it.
Dodongo doesn't like smoke. Leo, it is your turn.
Well, now that I'm aware that this thing's probably gonna jump out on me, I'm going to fucking book it
Tracking your
over to
movement.
this wall.
I can feel the vibrations of you running.
It can. It has tremor sense.
Acrobatics, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
7 plus 5.
Yep, you make it up there.
And I will ready my action to throw the dagger at it if it pops up again.
You got it. Next is Rosalind.
Yeah.
I know. This is not easy.
The ground is not safe.
I guess.
The floor is lava.
I guess Rosalind will move to.
Climb on top of the dead dog.
You could climb onto the dead dog, yes.
Could I climb onto here?
Yeah, I think you can get up there next to Maeve.
Okay. She'll go
make
there.
a athletics check. You just have to beat a 10.
11.
There you
Also
go.
too
Yep.
close for comfort.
You make it up there. You almost have a moment like, whoa, and Maeve like
Yeah,
reaches out
no.
and steadies you.
She nods. Well, I don't have anything ranged, so this one's gonna kind of be on y'all. It doesn't understand my words.
Mm.
I guess she will.
Because
Nope,
the
that's
two-headed
it for her.
Cerberus wasn't on us in the first place, too.
I'm trying.
You are trying. I don't. I mean, we just need to be able to look for it, and if we can sense where it's gonna be, then we can put our attacks on.
Hermia, your turn.
Okay.
If you'd like to ready something, Roz, like a spell or something, just let me know.
Okay, so I am smart enough to realize this, but I don't know if Hermia's smart enough to, like, think of, okay, this thing is probably, like, keeping track of, like, who's on the ground, like, sensing, like, you know, vibration.
Make a nature check for me.
Okay. Hold on, I have to see what my nature even is. Okay. Oh, fuck. That's a 1. So, no, I'm not that smart.
You have no idea where this thing is or anything about it.
Well, no, that's just, like, I'm not trying to figure out where it is.
Yeah. No,
But, like, just,
I know
like-
what you meant. Yeah.
Okay, but I still didn't
Yeah.
reach that conclusion.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you're kind of up there maybe panicking a little bit, wondering where the fuck this thing is, and everyone's just trying to jump off of the ground.
Oh, fuck. So I can't do what I want to do. Because I wouldn't have thought of it. I will just hold Eldritch Blast again for when
You
it
got
pops
it.
up.
You got it. Leaf, your turn.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll just start casting a guiding bolt for when I see it and launch
And holding
at
it. You got it.
Yeah.
All right.
God. This is this is scary.
The ground between Zana and Leo begins to rumble and crack. And it once again leaps up out of the earth here. Zana, Leo, Maeve, Hermia, and Leaf, everyone go ahead and make your attacks.
Yep.
Zana gets advantage from
am-
grit.
I have a question. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Okay, no question.
No question. Sorry.
I'm using inspo.
You got it.
27, I'm guessing, is good.
Yep, you need 20 or better to hit.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Good job.
Ooh.
16
All right.
damage from Zana.
Oh, great. 11 plus.
30
Oh, wait.
points.
Oh, wait. I can't really have
Jesus.
Luster do his thing as a reaction, I don't think. Unless you allow me to.
I will say that's kind of part of Luster's action, so we'll allow it.
Okay. It's his reaction, technically, if that
Yeah.
helps. Okay, so
11.
mine is 11
We'll say that he
damage.
infused your arrow before you let it fly.
Sounds good.
And you got, 13 total.
Yes.
Hermia, 24 and 22 to hit. Yep, go ahead and roll damage.
12 damage for the first
All right.
one.
So, as this thing bursts
And another
out of
12.
the ground and up into the air, as it's coming out, Leo gets his attack in, Zana shoots it. It's out of the ground now, its legs holding on and like pushing down. Maeve shoots an arrow into it. Leaf hits it with a very hard guiding bolt. And then you notice now, Roz, you see where this thing's coming. It could sense where you, Maeve, and Luster was, and it's positioning itself to dive out of the ground and directly up towards the three of you. And as it leaves its leap, Hermia's Eldritch Blast floats over the top of both of your heads, striking this thing and ending it as it falls just short, sliding up and just kind of like buckling into this wall, causing it to shake. Not enough to send you off, but it exhales its last breath.
Yeah.
Guys, I can't see. Did it die?
You did
You
it.
got it.
Cool.
From
Good shot, Hermia.
during all of this commotion, none of you realized that another door was beginning to open.
Oh, I realized it.
And
I just didn't care.
and you see striding out of it the head of a lion, the tail of a snake, a ram, and a dragon as a chimera comes out and onto the battlefield.
The fuck is
Oh,
that?
snap.
Yeah, none of you.
Um,
I'd say that you've probably all heard of or read stories, books about it, but have never actually seen one before. And
I
as
thought they were making stuff up when they
Yep.
told me about it.
So let's see, from there, 10, 20, 25, 30. Oh man, it's got a lot of stuff. And seeing all of you right over here, it is going
Does one of
to...
its heads start moving when it's readying an attack so we know which one to hit?
Luckily, Luster and Hermia are just out of range of this, but Rosalind and Maeve, you watch as the dragon opens its mouth and just unleashes a fire breath towards you.
Are its eyes glowing purple or red?
Red. Dexterity
Red.
saving throws, please.
+4 to yours.
So that'll be 30 total.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I get a +8
Yeah,
to dex,
that's
so-
fair. That's completely
I
reasonable.
rolled really nice, so
Come on. There we go. And I get a
4.
12.
Okay. You
Ow.
failed, Rosalind.
I rolled a
Is
6
that with your
plus six.
+4?
Yes, it is. I only have a +1 dex.
I don't have this many d8s handy, so I'm just going to
Oh my
roll
god.
in roll 20 here. So you take half of this, Maeve. Rosalind, you will take the full brunt of it.
oh god. Oh, good
29
lord.
damage for Roz and 14 for Maeve. Roz, need you to make a concentration check, please.
Is that a fireball?
Oh, yeah. What's the number that it's against this high?
14.
14.
Yep.
Yeah.
Concentration, it just adds my con, right?
Yeah,
Nothing
it's
else?
just a con
Yeah.
check. Yep.
Kind
Is
of
it
safe.
not a con? It is a
Sorry,
con
sorry.
save,
It's
though.
just a con save. Yes.
Oh, are you kidding me? 4 + 9.
You
All right, my
lose.
Yep,
Did you add your aura?
I
you
did.
do get your aura. Oh.
4 + 9. I got a +9 con check with my aura.
Roll a 4. Want to spend
Why don't you use inspirations?
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah, I always forget to
So
do that.
after unleashing the fire breath, the wings begin to beat and it rises up into the air. And all three of the heads look over towards you, Leo, and it's going to try and hit you with a claw attack.
Why is it flying? Stuff needs to stop flying and burrowing and
That is
just
a
be on the ground.
26 to hit.
That hits.
You take... Oh, that's not a lot. You take 8 slashing damage as you're able to kind of dodge out of the way, but one of the claws still hits you and claws at you. And with that,
How
it
far
is-
up in the air is it now? though?
It's right even with you, like face to face.
Oh, dope.
All right, and with that, it is back around to Zana's turn as she would have reloaded last round, and so she's going to use another grit and take aim at this thing, but she's going to use a wing shot. That is a natural 20.
Yeah.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
To re-roll her natural
What?
20.
Why?
Yeah.
It's a little rude.
So that is going to be 12 and... Oh my god, a 1 and a 2. So 12, 13,
Nice.
14, 15 damage. And it needs to make a strength save. And it does not, so it falls prone to the ground.
Oh wow. Okay. Lucky.
And she begins to reload with her second attack. Maeve, your turn.
Oh shit. Do I get disadvantage because it's prone, or is it because it's so big it doesn't matter?
I would say it probably doesn't matter.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Sorry, let me double check one thing here. Okay, cool.
We have
Um,
our combo attack too.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
a
completely
really
forgot
good point.
about those.
I was just
Yep.
thinking of that earlier before we did
Those,
this. I was
if
like,
you go to the Mark of the Oracle
Yep.
handouts, it's all of it's in there.
yep. So
I didn't forget.
ours.
I
Okay.
just don't have one.
Yep. We're going to do the primed shot.
All right, and you may do that with advantage.
Yes.
And it is
Okay.
imbued with
Nice.
the current element of luster, so it deals an additional 2d6 damage of that type.
Okay. Which is lightning right now. Okay.
And remember, you can prime shot equal to your proficiency modifier. So you have 3 of those a day.
Okay. So, a good reminder because I forgot how I thought it was every long rest. Okay, so I'm gonna do the advantage. I'm just gonna roll this twice. Roll twice.
Yep, so 29 hits.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Okay. Then I will do this damage. And then R 2d6. So that'll be 9 lightning plus 6 damage on that first attack.
15, you got it.
And I will do my second attack, but it'll be normal attack, I'm guessing.
Yep. 26 hits.
26. That'll be 9 damage.
All right, Maeve continues her onslaught of arrows. The first one, her tattoo glows as she lets it loose, and the arrow itself looks like it is coated in lightning and strikes with a huge spark. The crowd just erupts in cheers and roars as you guys are definitely using a lot more magic than they're used to seeing.
I still have my bonus action, so I
Yep.
am going to order Luster towards the Chimera.
All right, Luster
he's
jumps
gonna-
down there,
Yeah. And
runs
then,
up to it,
I'll have him do his attack. Where's your
attack
attack?
away. He gets advantage because it's prone.
Ooh, good. That's good to know. I'll just use my dice here. All right. Thank goodness he gets advantage because that was a 7 and a 19. So 25.
The 19 hit. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage as Luster just runs up and like bites the ram on the nose.
Ooh, full damage. 9 damage.
All right, go Luster.
Good, good boy.
All right, and with that, unless you wanted to use movement, Leo, it's back around to your turn since it's on the ground. Oh no, you're throwing your dagger, so yeah, you're fine. And you
Well,
will get
no, what I was going to do is jump down with the fire dagger and stab at one of its heads.
Yeah, go for it. You want to land on it so you can ride it as well?
Yes.
You got it.
It's like you know Leo so well.
Go ahead and make an attack at advantage because it's prone.
So 17 plus 8.
That'll hit. And because Luster's there and because of primed shot, you get sneak attack as well as a bonus 2d6 lightning damage.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll that in d20 real quick.
Yep. So
Which
as
is-
Leo leaps up with his flame tongue dagger, it's an interesting sight because the dagger itself seems to be glowing sort of this blue purple, like the same color as the lightning that Maeve has shot, and then it's also wreathed in flames as well.
Ooh, fancy.
So that's your sneak attack, right?
7 dagger damage.
And then 2d6 lightning. And then also whatever the fire damage is that flame tongue does.
the sneak attack damage is just the 5d6 there.
Right. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I only have 3 plus 2 with that. And then,
Oh, right. It's
Flame
equal to your
tongue.
proficiency bonus, not equal to your level.
yeah. So, and that's an additional 4 damage on fire.
Okay, so that's 18 and 7, so that 25 total? Did you do that right? That math right?
Yep.
All right. 25 damage as you land on its back and sink the dagger back into the neck of the lion, and all 3 of them roar and call out, and the snake is whipping around behind you. Rosalind, it is your turn.
All right. So Rosalind, after getting scorched and losing her shield of faith, kind of looks around the arena for a moment and just takes stock of everything for a sec. Zana, after your next attack, move south. And then she's going to hop down and go over to stab it.
All right, go for it. Make your attack at advantage. And we'll say with +3 because, or sorry, +4 because of the flanking that's going on right now.
Fancy.
8, and that is a 15. Let's see what my plus to hit is right now, because I don't actually remember. My plus to hit is 7, so 22.
More than enough, yep. So go ahead and roll your damage.
We'll go with a second level Divine Smite.
You got it.
Divine Smite, where you be at?
Does anyone have a 20 or higher passive perception?
I have
Leaf
20.
has 20.
Leaf, during all of this, you notice standing by one of the stairways that seem to go down into these tunnels, you notice Kara Greywolf, and she's right up here to the north, and you see her look down the stairs and just nod to someone.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we're going to go... so that's 26... Sorry. It is 7 plus 4, is that? What's my plus damage?
4 could be right.
5. No, 6. Okay, so it's going to be 13 slashing damage and 19 radiant damage.
So Rosalind comes down with the Divine Sisters. Is that what it's called?
Radiant Sister.
The Radiant Sister, and pulls it up into the air, flipping it over and just plunging it down through the head of the dragon. And as you pull it out, the blood splurts, and then a plume of radiant energy appears and strikes down through it. Seemingly, it looks like you're like looking down on the dragon head is dead. There's just this massive hole burned through it, and the crowd is just going completely wild. You still have another attack, though, I believe.
Yep, sure does.
Splurt.
I'll spend an
Ew.
inspo on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. It's prone.
Oh, that's right, I don't.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 19. So 19 definitely is gonna hit.
Yes. It does.
And we'll go again. So we're not gonna spend a smite on this one. So we're gonna do 6 plus. What did I just say? 6 damage. Sorry, I have to use 2 different sheets now, which is driving me nuts.
You're
Yeah.
fine.
So 12 more slashing damage.
All right. Another 12 slashing damage as you drive your sword into the neck of the lion. Anything else?
She'll bonus action to put her shield of faith back on.
You got it. Hermia.
You
it
got
is your
this,
turn.
Roz.
I don't suppose there's any way I could get over there to actually physically hit it.
You don't have a face step anymore?
Nope.
No.
Only
You
a one a
can-
day.
You can jump down.
That face up was proficiency bonus.
No.
I would say, let me see. 'Cause if
Channel
you
me
jump
and
down and
jump.
land to about right there. Yeah. From where you are, if you jump down, you can easily make it over there. Honestly, even if you fuck up and fall, you should still have enough movement to get over there.
I guess I'll do that. Okay.
All right.
What do
You're
I have
gonna
to
jump
roll?
down. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Here we go. Do I want to roll the pink or the purple? Ooh, 19.
Okay. You hit the ground, almost stumbling. You definitely tweak your ankle a little bit, but you're able to kind of hide it, and quickly recover and run up here next to it.
The 19, I still fuck up my ankle.
It was a 20 DC. Yep.
Oh fuck. Oh well. Okay, well then I'm just gonna fucking hit the thing.
Yeah, you have advantage on
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Let me see. What is my That is a 15 plus an 8.
That hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Can I roll my second attack
Yeah.
first?
Mhm.
Okay. And then 17 plus 8. So
That hits as well. Yeah, both of them hit.
and I gotta get my D8. Is it? No. Oh no, I just dropped them all on the ground.
Don't do that.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think this is it.
I would have questions if you had meant to.
That is an 8 plus 5 for one
Alright.
hit,
Yep.
and a 6 plus 5 for the other hit.
All right. You got it. So coming up next to Luster, you drive the sword into the head of the lion as Roz is pulling hers out. And just like every other time you've attacked something, as you pull it back through, there doesn't seem to be any physical wound, but the entire lion's head begins to darken, and it loses its color and just looks like this gray and black facsimile of what it once was. And there's no life left in the eyes. You slash out, cutting the ram head in a similar fashion, putting this dark black scar across its face. This thing's barely holding on. You still have your bonus action.
Second. Does Raven's Avenger, like, can I, like, decide who gets hit, or is it just, like, anyone, like, around me would get hit? Actually, it would hit Leo either way, so never mind.
Yeah, it is unfortunately everyone, but if you were, I'd say, let's see, 5, 10, 15, you have 15 more movement if you wanted to, like, get to an area where it might only hit one person. If you think Leo could take it.
No, I won't.
All right. In that case, Leaf, it is your turn.
Roz will use her reaction to yell, Leaf, finish it off!
Um,
How bad does it look, out of curiosity?
Very bad, not good. Like
Okay.
two of the heads are dead. The the ram head is also fucked up.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to use... fuck it, tried and true. I'm just gonna use my last use of my free guiding bolts to shoot it. Is it disadvantage or normal?
It's big enough that it's just a normal attack.
Yeah, that was
okay.
my first question because I was like, oh, come on.
I think that, yeah, that's stupid. Fucking
Yeah.
15, 20-foot monster just because it's laying down, it's disadvantage.
Right.
Nah.
We'll use advantage on this, so now I'm down to 12.
You have it. Oh, no, you're right. It's straight roll. Okay, cool. Yep. Roll it.
Hold on, there, this one. See?
That hits, so
Bet.
go ahead and roll your damage.
15 radiance.
All right, and as the ram head is bleeding out in pain and agony, a guiding bolt comes soaring over top of you. Not even straight at it. It's like Leaf just kind of like lobbed it gently up into the air, and it arcs far and comes down and impacts right with the head. Blinding blast of radiant magic, and as it clears, the ram head is just a smoldering stump.
Yeah.
Is it dead?
It is dead, and at that moment, you all notice the door to the north beginning to open.
Who is it?
I'm gonna yell out, be careful, that chaos person was talking to the north, and Leaf is
Do
going
we
to...
see this thing coming at us?
And you see this large worm-like centipede monster with this this large, like, quills in this mane of scales almost, and all of these little, like, threads that are coming off of it are just, like, twitching and vibrating and moving as its centipede-like legs just slither towards you. That was its speed. Now it will use an action to dash.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. What else did you have in mind?
Well, despite now my better judgment, Leaf is going to jump down.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, easy. Ow!
17. You take
20
3
feet.
bludgeoning damage.
Ow!
Make a concentration check.
Oh no.
Gotta beat a 10. You're good.
So how much movement does that use? 20?
5.
5? Oh, 5. 10. I used... we will hop over to here.
Mhm.
And anyone with a passive perception of 10 or 12 or something will notice that the stars are beginning to move into a different shape, and the form of the chalice is now active in Leaf's body. Dropping my starry form as a free action and going into chalice form.
All right. Now you finished?
No.
I also cast Power Word Death on the Remoras.
Yep.
Good job, Leaf.
I like that.
Good turn.
Thank
Better
you.
than I could have imagined.
And this thing basically with like a blinding speed, just how centipedes move in real life, just comes out and begins like moving straight
hate it.
for the group of you that are on the ground here.
I'm gonna hide behind like the dead thing, the dead shark thing.
The bullet.
Zana yells, "You still want me to run to the south, Roz?"
No.
It would have
And-
made sense if she had gone before that, but
And she is going to unload her pepper box into the back of this thing. That's a hit and a natural 20. Let me just double check something. Okay, so that is a 15 for the first hit. And all of you notice, too, as Zana's bullets are ripping through this thing, that a red, not as in blood, but a red, like, almost magma-looking liquid or material seems to be coming out the other side with every impact, and this thing seems to be bleeding something hot.
So hot.
That is the end of Zana's turn. Maeve, it is your turn.
Evil. Excuse me. Okay. What we are going to do. Okay, here's what we're gonna
bodies.
We're gonna cheat today. No. I'm gonna keep Luster where he's at actually, and I'm instead going to use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark, which is a concentration
Got it.
spell. As much as I hate it. What were we using for the concentration? Okay.
That
we got
little
it.
wispy thing there.
That little swirly thing. Okay. And now she is going to attack.
Yep. Roll for the
first-
attacks.
First
That's a
attack is a
hit.
22. Is it okay if I do my second attack just to put all
Yeah.
at once?
Mhm.
Okay. Second attack,
Also a hit.
16. Okay, cool. Good news. I will then use also as a no action, technically, a favored foe on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So now my damage is. Do all that right. Okay. First round of damage. You plus. Features. Plus you. Plus you.
Ugh.
So the first hit does
13.
only 13 damage.
You got it.
Second hit will do that, and I will infuse the strike with luster. So another 4 damage. So
You
do you want me to just add it all up for you?
Nope, I got it all. Yep. So
Okay,
you
cool.
pluck 2 arrows into it and watch as this thing bleeds out on the arrows. They catch on fire and then fall out of the body.
Did it do damage?
It did still damage, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Real quick. As my free action, I'm going to I would like to jump down and just kind of stay behind this thing.
Sure. Yep, you got it.
Instead of
and-
jumping down, I think Maeve would just like kind of like fall, like trust fall backwards into a backflip and then land 3-point style.
That would
Okay,
be cool.
she does
Very
that
graceful.
in Leaf's mind. Leo, it is your turn.
Nobody can see it though because she's behind a wall.
Leaf sees it in his mind.
If I get up here, will I still see it?
Yes. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check for me.
With your +5.
12 plus 5.
So 17. It's going to take your bonus action to get up there the rest of the way.
That's fine.
All right.
And then since Roz is right next to it, do I get sneak attack damage if I throw the knife?
You do.
Not so dope. Well, 13 plus 8. Was that it?
Yes, that hits. Not so dope. 22. Or 21, whatever. Yeah, that
Don't
hits.
do damage in my head. So 3d8 or 3d6. 8 damage. And an additional 8 damage on the dagger.
Did you use the fire dagger?
No, because it doesn't return to me.
Okay.
So,
Yep, just making sure. Okay, end of your turn then?
yep.
Rosalind, this massive, what you assume is probably the
Yeah.
Remoraz, is now looking down at you with these large bug eyes and all of these twitching antennas and quills on it and making this high-pitched squeal and chittering coming from deep within it.
She looks up at it for a moment and is like, yeah, that seems about right. She quickly glances around to see like where everyone's standing and then sees the hot like blood that spattered out of it after Zana shot it.
Yep, which
And
you
she
see now
nods.
also burning the ground as well.
Yeah. So she nods as she sees that, and she is going to let her Shield of Faith drop. And then she is going to kind of sidle up through here to get over onto this side.
Okay.
And she is going to cast Compel Duel on the Remoraz.
Okay. What's the...
Wisdom save, DC 15.
That is a 10. There's nothing in a compelled duel about, like...
It does not have to be able to
language,
understand
anything
or hear me. I command it with divine inspiration.
like that. All right.
So she holds up Radiant Sister and points at it, and it is compelled to turn and face her. And then she is going to take a breath and just slap her hand over her chest and give herself the hug of life and pump her lay on hands into herself for store as much HP as she can.
All right, and then that's the end of your turn.
That is it for her.
All
She
right.
just thinks to Light like, this is not going to be any fun.
Hermia, it is your turn. Leaf, you're up after
Okay.
Hermia.
I will go up to this thing and fucking hit it.
Hit it.
I'm gonna use an inspo. Okay. Why can I never remember? 14 plus 8.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm gonna roll a second hit.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, the second hit was a net 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go
Ooh.
ahead and roll your first damage.
Give it a second. Okay, the first one. That is just a 7.
All right. As you slash into it, it does spray blood back on you for 6 fire damage.
Okay. So I have 6 temp HP left.
Yep. And then go ahead and roll your second attack damage and double the dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, I rolled a 7, so that's 7 plus 7 plus 5.
So 19 damage.
Yeah.
All right. As you slash through it a second time. Whoops. Drop my D6. Taking another 6 fire damage.
Armor of Agathos is now completely gone.
Melting away your armor of Agathos.
Why does it have fire blood?
Robbie.
End of your turn, Hermia.
I will.
Hold on. That's considered taking damage, right?
But it's not a melee attack, which is what triggers Armor of Agathos.
Right. But can I use Wild Mother's Embrace on Hermia?
At the end of her last attack, I assume?
Yes.
Maybe. Hermia, did you want to do something else with your bonus action?
I was gonna. No, actually, no. It's just mine. No, I'm not.
All right. In that case, yes, you may leave.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use it at, just second level. Going to cast that. Not at third level, at second level.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because you didn't take any damage anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. You're basically just pulling her out of potential harm's way.
Yep. But what I wanted to do is whenever I use a spell, I get to use my
Do.
chalice form.
Chalice. Yeah, you do. Oh God.
And so I shall do that to give Maeve 12 hit points.
Thank you.
All right. So after the second attack, when the magma blood splashes on you, Hermia, you look down and notice this green.
Where does it pull me?
Green vine. Well, hold on. That is also has like a bit of a golden glow to it, and you look back to see Leaf as this thing pulls you to here.
Okay.
Warning, it appears that its blood is dangerous.
Yeah, why is it fire blood?
Leaf, it is now your turn.
Oh, it's fine. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do. I haven't thought this far ahead. Let's go ahead and do a healing word on Roz and say, "Don't worry, I believe you will be able to attack this combat." And give Rosalind 7 healing points,
Okay.
plus an additional chalice form of 11.
Jesus. So back at
So
full HP.
18.
Yep.
So
I love-
18 for Roz.
All
All right, Roz is back to full HP.
Roll the stars so much.
All right. Well, just in time. Are you done with your turn, Leaf?
No. I haven't even used my action yet.
Great.
I could use some healing.
You're too far away, and I'll get you next time.
45
I'm
feet. That's
going-
too far.
Shh. I'm going to move.
Heals Luster instead.
Uh,
That would be a leaf thing to do.
30 feet to here. What? Why aren't you not moving? Oh, okay. I'm gonna move
Yeah,
30
that's
feet to
fine.
here, and then use my action to dash to, I don't know, like right here, I guess.
Did you move past it?
I went. I was touching Hermia the whole time.
What?
If you went right, hold on. If you went right up here, you would have had to go past it. This is blocking your thing too much. So
Oh, that's
an-
my blocking my path all the way.
Yep.
All right, where was it? Like right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to take an attack of opportunity? Come on, you're at full health.
No,
You could pass through me.
I'm not at full health.
I
I'll
said
just go
you're
right
at
here.
like full health.
I'll just go down here
All right.
and say I'm done.
All right.
Take dodge action. Done.
Rosalind, this
Yeah.
thing's looking down at you like you are a snack. You can also
She
tell
puts her shield up.
from all the damage that it's taken, like this thing is
Stop.
burning itself as well, it seems, outside of its body. Seems to be just as hurt by the fire.
Oh.
As,
That doesn't
as you might have
seem
been.
like it's very.
Yeah, that's
You
not
can
good.
tell that this thing is not looking good, and it's already
Yeah.
getting desperate, and it is going to take its 2 attacks on you.
Oof. Be prepared, Ross.
18 plus 7 for the first hit,
Yeah.
and 15 plus 7 for the second.
Yes.
All right. That is
20 is
3
my AC right now.
Okay, that is
How much was
3d10.
attacks?
The second one
20, 22, and 25.
For the first attack, I shall use my reaction to consult the stars and say, that is definitely an omen of woe, and subtract 4 from that first attack roll.
Still
don't-
hits.
Yeah.
You said 20.
No, 20, 25 on the first one, 22 on the second
So
one.
do it to
Oh.
22.
Do it, yeah, you can do the second one.
I want to
that'll
do that
help
on the
one.
22.
Okay. So
So
18,
the
that one
second,
misses.
so the second one misses. All right.
Thank you.
You're gonna hate me when I start using this ability on our Wednesday game.
So you
I can
still
tell.
take 17. Nope, sorry, 21 piercing damage and 8 fire damage as this thing reaches down and bites you.
In the words of Rosalind about an hour ago, ow.
Ow. Ow.
So 29 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Alright, so that'd be
Leaf just saved your life. Holy shit.
Rosalind is almost bloodied.
So to Zana's turn, she can tell that this thing is getting weak and that you haven't really had much of a chance to swing on it. So she looks down at you, puts her pepper box into her holster and goes and shouts to you, "Go for the glory, Roz." And is just going to step back over this way.
Oh wow!
Maeve, it's your turn.
Wow!
Gonna look at Zana like, what?
Technically, you didn't see that because you were back behind the wall.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I didn't know if I heard it.
Roz looks so betrayed.
Anyway, so she's gonna move up here. And
Interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
Roz just gets murdered.
anyway, she's gonna attack. Right. First attack, 28.
28
Good.
hits.
Gonna just do them both in a row for you. Well, that's a natural 20.
It sure is.
All right. So let me. Oh God, sorry, I have to roll so much. Okay.
Mhm.
First attack is this. Wait, do my favored foes or whatever? No, it's the first attack you make, technically. Ah, that sucks. That's fine. What about? Hold on. I just need to see how bad I can make this for you. Until the spell ends. Oh, Hunter's Mark is for both attacks.
It
Good
is.
to know. Okay. Well, it says whenever you deal extra 1d6 damage whenever you hit with a weapon attack.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Okay, so the first attack. This 1d6 plus this 1d6 equals... Oh, I have to roll 1. Okay, so that is...
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and stop you right there because you got a crit on the second one and it has
Yeah.
8 HP left.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Roz,
come
as you
in.
are getting ready to have to attack this thing again, knowing that it's just going to spurt hot magma-like blood all over you, it begins to rear up. And Maeve, you're taking aim, and you're looking at its back from this angle, but from all of the magic from Leaf, from Hermia. Well, no, Hermia didn't use magic.
I
Zana's,
hit it.
Zana's shots and some of your arrows, there are holes and rips through the leathery sort of mane that it has. And as it's swaying back and forth, biting at Rosalind, there's a moment where you catch a glimpse of its head through those rips in its mane, and you knock your 2 arrows again and let them fly, and they sail straight through the rips. And Roz, you watch as this thing, looking down at you, just suddenly takes 2 arrows into the same giant bug eye, goes upright, kind of turns back towards the direction that came from, and then falls to the ground next to you. And the crowd goes wild. And that is where we will end tonight's session.